And I think that in those times...
What else is going to happen today? Henderson's bat goes flying into the stands on a strikeout.
And that's not good right there.
See Andy looking at it like, hey, not supposed to be doing that.
Yeah, stick to basketball there, right?
Oh, no catch. Love to get that one back. Alonso lost the bat as he flung at that high fastball.
That's going to keep him up tonight. Can't make that catch.
You got to keep that clean, right? You got to catch that.
It's the great mascot race. Here we go. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd goes wild. It's the home stretch. It's a close race. It's the play at the plate. It's Screech. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
He has taken it to a new level here today against the Red Sox. He was absolutely overpowering. 13 strikeouts. That is a career high.
Going back is Reynolds at the wall. Up, and he makes the catch to Rob Ohtani of the home run. Nando to left. Bidet going back. It is gone! Up over the fence on a line.
The stutter step at third is back. A game winner against the Reds.
It's your first big league home run off Shohei Ohtani. Do you feel lucky? A 2 home run night hitting Hero Pittsburgh.
High drive. Out of here. This game is over.
Usually, but we don't see very much. What are some other differences between, say, this and a normal, fully established big league stadium?
Well, I think that from a field perspective, it's pretty normal. Just clubhouse-wise, most places, everything's attached to the dugout and whatever. From here, we have to walk through the field to get out there. The cage is in center field, so may see some guys running in and out, during the game to go get loose out in the cage in the outfield. But it's a baseball field.
Mm-hmm. Can the ball get above the lights here, or are they tall enough? Have you been able to take a look?
Well, I haven't yet, but that's one thing that we heard too, that you got to stay with the pop-ups, not sun, wind, and also with the lighting.
How are the A's been playing? They just come off of a homestand in Las Vegas.
Yeah, in Las Vegas, and they've got a young team, but we saw last year they can really hit, and I think that especially being here where they're used to playing, we need to find a way we got to put up some runs and really try to keep them down.
So is there a message to the pitcher? Today it's Jared Jones. If that fastball gets turned around a couple of times, hey, just stick with it because it might be one of those types of games.
Yeah, just keep going. He's pitched extremely well his first few outings, and looking for him to keep it up today.
And then how about JT Ginn? He starts for the A's today. It looks like he's got some pretty good numbers.
He does. He's a good pitcher. He almost had, I think it was a no-hitter against the Angels a few weeks back, and we'll mix it up and sinker and can spin it too. So we got to stay up the middle the other way.
And so the hitters, the message to them: don't get too big. Maybe just let the game come to you here in this ballpark.
Yep, it's easier to hit a home run when you're trying to hit a single than it is to hit a single when you're trying to hit a home run.
I like that advice, Donnie. I'm looking forward to this 3-game series and hopefully a good one for the Bucks. Thanks for some time and good luck.
Thanks, Joe.
That's the Pirates manager, Donnie Kelly. Kevin Young and I coming right back after this here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
At AHN, we see you juggling 100 things at once. That's why we made it easier to book with the doctors you need. With AHN online scheduling, you can book with your primary care provider or get time with a specialist. Visit ahn.org/schedule, answer a couple of simple questions, and search for providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling, because at AHN, we see you.
The Pirates and PNC are going to bat for local small businesses by highlighting a different business each month. This month, the spotlight is on Pittsburgh Dance Workshop, which is a week-long summer intensive program from June 22nd to the 27th. Available for dancers 16 and up, with classes in ballet, contemporary, jazz, and hip-hop, plus...
Pop quiz. How do you go from Captain Clutch to the Iron Horse through a milestone and a marathon? The answer is on Hall of Fame Connections.
The captain, Derek Sanderson Jeter, is one of the winningest players in Major League history. He was wearing these very batting gloves when he notched one of those most memorable hits, the 3,000th of his career.
Are we supposed to spit in them like they do the batting gloves?
No spitting. This is a non-spitting museum.
3,000! History with an exclamation point!
He's just the second player in history whose 3,000th hit was a home run. The first was a former teammate from the Yankees' 1996 World Series championship team. But before he began his Cooperstown-bound career, Boggs would cross paths with another future Hall of Famer. September 6, 1995, the Iron Man played his 2,000th 131st consecutive game, surpassing the unbreakable record of the Iron Horse.
Now that's how you pass the torch.
Catch every episode of Hall of Fame Connections on MLB.tv and discover your own connections to the game at baseballhall.org.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Add on when you get that second part of the game, that 6th, 7th, 8th inning, and obviously, as we said with the bullpen, struggles as of, over the course of the first couple months, just get to that next point.
And the A's bullpen yesterday gave up 15 runs in one game. So who knows what we've got in store tonight. Pirates and A's from Sacramento. We got the starting lineups up next right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light. Tonight's game on the Pirates Radio Network brought to you by Ford, the official truck of the Pirates. Highmark Health,
Highmark, proud to support Pirates everywhere from home base to home away from home because life. Highmark, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Pittsburgh Brewing Company. Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and I See Light. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Pirates Baseball also brought to you by AHN, official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. Operating Engineers Local 66. Partner with them at IUOE66.org. Sheets, the official convenience store of the Pirates. Why the Sheets not? Get a snack after the game. And by Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Tonight, the opener of this three-game set here in Sacramento, the Pirates and the A's. And with the starting lineups, once again, here's KY.
Thank you, Joe. Tonight's lineups are brought to you by your neighborhood Ford stores. Leading off for the visiting Pirates, Spencer Horwitz will be at first base. Brandon Lau and his team leading 17 home runs will be in that two-hole. Brian Reynolds and his 21 on.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent in the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the third straight hit to open the fifth inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got on there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, "You see that?" I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Your team, it's your Iron City and IC Light. Iron City Beer and IC Light. Proudly Pittsburgh.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
I can't believe the deal we got on these seats for the game.
Wow, they must be pretty high up here. I think my ears just popped.
Yeah, here, put this on.
Is that an oxygen mask?
An official team oxygen mask.
Well, I can kind of see the field.
Good, your senses are still sharp. You're going to need them for phase 2 of the ascent.
Don't save money by sitting in the nosebleeds. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
RingCentral will completely transform the way you work. It gives you built-in AI across all your business conversations. Your phone system has an AI receptionist that answers calls 24/7. Your video meetings have AI that takes notes instantly. Even your contact center has AI, so you can help customers faster. It all comes together in one reliable platform for effortless AI communications. See for yourself at ringcentral.com. RingCentral, voice of your business.
We are moments away from baseball here from West Sacramento, the Pirates and the A's. Coming up here, opening up this 3-game series. And many of our first visits to Sutter Health Park and to California's capital as well. And so we were just kind of taking a look at this ballpark. It's 330 down the line and left. It's 325 down the line and right. We don't even see the corners because of the sloping walls. But we were told that because of the wind here, this is one of the windiest cities, major cities in North America. I didn't know that. And because it's hot and it's dry, we're not at elevation here, but because of the wind, sometimes you're going to see a ball go down the line that usually hooks, tails foul like they all do. That stays fair in this ballpark. I'm really curious to see how it plays.
Yeah, we're going to find out real quick. I mean, as you said, it's not a ton load of foul territory down that right field line, between the line and the wall on both sides, really. But a lot of interesting things. We shared earlier when we got to the ballpark, we walked across the field, and we felt the wind blowing out to left field. We said, we'll see if that continues. And 2.5, 3 hours later, it's still continuing. It seems like it's blowing harder now out. So should be a little excitement for the outfielders. A lot of these balls that were hitting batting practice up.
Some overnight oats right before the game. My teammates look at me like, what are you doing, dude? My mom's cooking, probably. She makes some good. She's got a tuna fish casserole. That's pretty good.
I went 5 for 5. I need to eat the same thing. Last time, Saturday, I ate arepa with eggs, and then next day, I got to eat arepa with eggs. So my mom make it for me, and then when my mom is with me,
everything's good.
I save a lot of money.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Hit on a line, down in left center field, and the Blue Jays have walked it off. The rookie, Valenzuela's the hero. Toronto comes back in the bottom of the ninth to win it 3-2.
Freeman to center field, a base hit. Number 2,500 in his career. The first major league hitter in 7 years to reach this mark.
Another homer by Matt Olson. His second home run tonight, and it is his 19th of the season, his 50th RBI.
What a return off the IL for Dylan Cease. 6 innings, just 1 run, struck out 11, tied a career high with 29 swings and misses in this game.
Montgomery hits a fly ball pretty well, deep left, and it is on! He's won it! No chance! This is a night Braden will never forget.
You're looking for the Pirates, these left-handers in that lineup, to get that two-seamer up in the zone. Because the lefties do slug at a 788 OPS against that specific pitch. So we'll see how they do against that. And then obviously, are the Pirates going to be a running team in this ballpark? I mean, a lot of times when you have a hitter's ballpark, you shut down the running game a little bit. Let's see what Donnie Kelly and this offense features to start off this series.
This is a one-deck affair all the way around, except for the press box and club area elevated, and that's where we're situated. So really just, very cozy. There's berm area all throughout right center, right field, and even down the right field line, where it's just a hillside where folks can spread out a picnic blanket and watch a ball game. Really refreshing, kind of, to see a ball game in this style.
Yeah, it really is. And the fans do a good job of filling up these seats. And so it's nice to have a little weekday. You think about, coming out on a Monday evening to watch a baseball game. Nice, beautiful weather. A lot of it's in the shade. All the outfielders are in the sun.
Yeah, they will be for a couple, maybe another hour or so as the sun sets out west here. They can fit 14,000 in here. We'll see what they draw on a Monday night with Pirates in town. Kelly green tops for the A's, athletics and script across the front in white. Of course, the gold trim. The Pirates with the road black tops tonight. Ginn, the right-hander, ready to go. Horwitz in there for the Pirates. First pitch of the ball game, and it rides down and in for ball one. Underway at 6:41 Pacific time. Cooling off, it's 86 here in West Sacramento. And the 1-0, a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike from Ginn. He's 27 years old, grew up in Brandon, Mississippi. Knows a couple of the Pirates, good friends with Jake Mangum, who's in the lineup tonight, and knows Connor Griffin. The pitch, outside now, 2-1. It looked like the first changeup.
Yeah, it was back-to-back changeups, actually. That first pitch was a cutter. And then he went straight to the changeups. You have to see that two-seam fastball that he features so often.
Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball, line foul right over Tarek Brock at first base. And down that right field line. Umpiring crew tonight, Charlie Ramos works the plate. Chris Guccione's the crew chief. He's at first base. David Rackley at second base. And Nestor Ceja umpires at third. That ball got past the ball attendant. And so Lawrence Butler, the right fielder, has to go over and retrieve that ball.
Yeah, the ball attendant was out there shagging all day. Maybe he's just tired. He didn't want to go after it.
First batter of the game hits one my way. I thought I'd get a break. Again, over the head to the belt and the 2-2. Swung on and lofted to center.
Oof.
And Bolte back to the warning track, and he'll make the catch in front of the 403 marker. Kind of mishit that ball and still went to the warning track. 1 out.
Tell you what, Spencer Horwitz has been swinging the bat extremely well. And I was hoping that ball got a little bit higher because that wind started blowing out to center field. Now it just died. I think that might have helped him start this game with a leadoff home run. That would have been really nice.
So 1 out. And it's Brandon Lau, plenty of power. Last time he faced Ginn last year, he homered off him. 17 home runs for Lau, lefty batter. The pitch. Swinging a bouncer foul. The A's defensively, Soderstrom in left field. Long errorless streak going, Bolte in center, and then Lawrence Butler is in right. Geloff at third. Jacob Wilson, the longest errorless streak for any A's shortstop ever. Jeff McNeil at second. Nick Kurtz at first. Outside missing to Brandon Lau, a ball and a strike. And then Shea Langoliers, he's going to help his pitchers out if they do run on some of them today.
Yeah, he is. He's something special. Obviously, a lot of fans feel that he is the one guy that's going to get a lot of the votes for representing the A's team.
There's a strike now leading the All-Star balloting. Lau coming in the first tabulation at 6th among National League second basemen, despite leading all National League second basemen in home runs, in RBIs, in OPS, and is one of the better defensive second basemen by all the metrics that are out there. Pirates.com/vote. Get Lau in there. 1-2 to Lau. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That doesn't help my cause, Brandon. Come on. All right, 1 out. Or 2 outs, I should say. And then now Brian Reynolds is coming up. Now, Lau's been really good. And you can say with those numbers, the best second baseman in the National League this year.
Yeah, you can also say the guy coming up now, Brian Reynolds, who's DHing today, also has had a really good first half of the season. Might be getting some consideration himself.
First one is up high for ball one. .270 batting average for Brian. 4th best on-base percentage in the National League. 8 home runs, 42 RBIs. Been on base 21 in a row. 2 outs, nobody on here in the first. Again, over the head to the belt on the pitch. Swinging a liner up the middle. That's down for a base hit. Make it 22 straight games for Reynolds. A 2 out single to center.
Yeah, really nice job. Brian Reynolds going up the middle, using the middle of the field. When you have pop to the left center and right center, you don't feel like you have to get to pull side. And Brian's just been really dynamic with just finding a way to get on base.
Just flipped up a slider that he connected on. A lot of pitches in the middle of the strike zone from Ginn here in this first inning. Ryan O'Hearn batting, hitting at .275. Takes up and in with the fastball. And ball one. O'Hearn with 10 home runs, 35 knocked in. Played here as a minor league player and last year in the big leagues. This is the A's second year playing here. They'll play here for 3 years until Vegas is ready. Bouncer foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. They played that series this past week at the outdoor ballpark that was built in 2019 for the AAA team there. Their indoor ballpark will be ready for the 28 season.
And boy, I can tell you, I am excited. Because I think we would be due to show up in Vegas.
That's right. Yeah, it should be there that inaugural season. Swinging a foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
In all honesty, too, I'm really curious to see how that affects free agency. I do believe a lot of free agents will look to join that ball club. So you almost think that the A's are just building right now, anticipating, how they're going to attack the market. It should be an immediate impact on Major League Baseball when that team gets to Vegas.
Reynolds inching off first, and so a throw over. A lot of players now from Vegas have made their way to the major leagues. Might want to go home to play or just like the nightlife. Off-Broadway shows.
That they would be late for.
Being able to cook eggs on the sidewalk. Toss over again, and Reynolds is back. There's the two disengagements from Ginn.
And Ginn is very slow to the plate. I mean, he has a very slow, deliberate delivery. He was 1.4 seconds on a slide step, so that'll tell you how slow he is. Guys are looking to run at 1.4 and beyond.
With 2 outs, sometimes a guy will go to try to get into scoring position. Here's a little bouncer, softly hit to the second baseman, ranging. McNeil will throw on to first to get the out. And the inning ends with Reynolds with the base hit. He's left on through a half inning from West Sacramento. It's the Pirates nothing, and the A's coming to bat against Jared Jones right after this on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Life.
Get in the zone, auto zone. John.
Greenberg helped popularize the first baseman's mitt, holding a massive 13-inch pocketed glove. That was quickly banned, reducing the maximum size to 12 inches. Paul Richards also developed a black hole-sized catcher's mitt. This ginormous thing, measuring 42 inches in circumference, was known as Big Bertha, or the Elephant, for its massive size. It was swiftly outlawed as well.
It is a 1933 Gaudy Babe Ruth card. It is 8.5 PSA. It's graded higher than the one in the Smithsonian.
This card at one point came with a pack or a stick of chewing gum.
This card actually is almost a century old. It was bought for a penny.
So the fact that just the heritage of a card like this is now coming up almost 90 years later into an auction, it's a pretty special moment.
Stop searching and schedule an AHN visit anytime. Go to ahn.org/schedule online.
The A's come to bat here in the home half of the first inning. Jared Jones gets a start here in California.
Yeah, Jared comes in again with that 1-0 record, a 4.72 ERA, and that big fastball. Let's see if he can make that work immediately.
Nick Kurtz, an immediate threat and a strike on the fastball at 99. Kurtz, the reigning rookie of the year, one of baseball's top power hitters. Left-handed batter holds the bat high above his shoulders. The pitch high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike on Kurtz. 16 homers, 52 RBIs. And he's been a hot hitter of late. Great series in Vegas. And a ball down and in on the slider.
As a perfect example of what that Vegas trip will do to some of these hitters. Obviously, Kurtz has that home run ability, but those 4 home runs in Vegas maybe build some more confidence, get on some more of a streak now back at home in Sacramento.
He has tremendous power. The 2-1, swinging a ball looped the other way, base hit. And he brings his hands in on a fastball at 100 and hits it on a line to left field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, he is a hitter. I mean, he's not just a slugger. This is one of the guys that can use the other side of the field. And that's the one thing you like about a big man that understands hitting. After taking that swing, the helmet flew over his face. Almost ran to third base instead of first base.
Yeah, that was impressive right there for Kurtz, the way that he hit that ball. So he's on for Shea Langoliers, the A's catcher. Jones coming home, swinging a ball line past short and into left, the base hit. And now juggled by Valdez in left field, but no further advance. So both extend their hitting streaks to 8 games. And now 2 on and nobody out for the A's. Tyler Soderstrom will bat.
Yeah, this A's ball club is aggressive. they do get after the fastball. That seems to be the case. They're going to look for something out over the plate on the fastball. Even that hard slider by Jaron Jones does them a favor a lot of times.
You remember the swinging A's? Like the early 80s, right? Yeah,
that was one of the favorite teams to watch.
Yeah, swinging A's. That's what maybe this group is this year. Here's Soderstrom, lefty batter. Takes down and then hooked the fastball, ball one. Oh, sorry, changeup, excuse me. His changeup's faster than most fastballs. 95 that time. Soderstrom on base 23 in a row. He's hit a dozen homers. 241 batting average. 2 on, nobody out. 1-0. Down and in, 2 balls and no strikes. Hooked a couple of changeups down and in. Jones, 24 years old, out of Whittier, California. That's in Southern California. Facing the lefty batting Soderstrom. 2-0 pitch. Swinging a ball lined sharply into right. Base hit fielded on a hop by O'Hearn. He'll get it in on a high looping arc toward home. And the bases are loaded. Nobody out on 3 straight singles for the A's. Pirates defensively, Valdez in left, Mangum in center, O'Hearn is in right. Callahan gets the start at third. Nick Gonzalez at short. Triolo had played every inning in short since May 28th. Lau's at second. Horwitz at first, and Andy Rodriguez doing the catching. And Jacob Wilson, the son of soon-to-be Pirates Hall of Famer Jack Wilson, cleanup man tonight, 286 hitter, 3 home runs, righty batter. Jones delivers, and a strike, kind of a flinching offer at that first pitch slider.
Yeah, Jacob Wilson just literally getting back into the swing of things. Just coming back this past Friday off his stint on the IL.
Jones had a strike, his pitch. Down and away that time with the slider. 1-1 on Wilson. No score. A's batting with the bases loaded, nobody out. Majinski scheduled to follow Jones at some point tonight. Part of that piggyback tandem pitching effort. 1-1. High and away. 2 balls and a strike. Well, the velocity very sharp. That's a rounding up. That's 101.
Yeah, command is everything at the big league level. You want to fall behind too consistently with some of these hitters.
2-1. Swinging a loop foul. Spoiling the slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Jacob Wilson. Kurtz at third, Langoliers at second, Soderstrom at first, all on singles. Nobody out. Here's the pitch. Wilson, a foul tip, struck him out. Threw the fastball by him at 99 and 1 out.
Yeah, it's nice to see. Again, getting someone out with your fastball does matter. An ability to command that fastball. Jared Jones went the fastball right down the middle of the plate. Literally split the plate. Obviously, Jacob Wilson, the all-star himself, just fouled it back right into the mid of Andy Rodriguez. Big out.
So 1 away. Now you have a double play opportunity here with Carlos Cortez, left-handed hitter. And there's a strike.
Yeah, nice curveball 0-0 to get these hitters off of that fastball early in the count. Being able to steal a strike for Jared Jones, that was a big pitch for him.
Ahead, strike 1. Here's the pitch with the bases full. Swinging a foul, and now 2 strikes. And he starts Wilson off with the slider. Wilson kind of that flinching swing, and then it was never really timed up for the fastball after that.
Yes, and it ended up working out well. And then this at bat against Carlos Cortez, being able to start him off with 2 back-to-back curveballs. Let's see if they want to finish him up with a fastball at the top of the zone.
Bases loaded, 1 out, and the pitch. And upstairs with the slider, and it's 1-2. Now, the A's are a terrific first pitch hitting team, the best in baseball. Can't really approach it in a blanket way, I guess, but yeah, if you can steal a strike with something other than a fastball in a good spot, why not? Pitch, swing and a miss, struck him out with 100 above the zone. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jones once the bases were full.
Yeah, excellent. That was set up by being able to land your secondary pitches for strikes. 2 back-to-back curveballs to start off this at bat here with a runner in scoring position, and then finishing them off with 101 at the top. above the zone where you can't get hurt up there. Got the chase.
Well, not through yet with Zach Geloff at the plate. 18-game hitting streak. Right-handed batter. Takes first pitch over a bit low for ball one on the slider. Bases loaded now, 2 outs, so the A's get 3 straight hits. And then Jones comes up with a pair of strikeouts, trying to get out of it without allowing a run here in the first. Here's a 1-0. Geloff takes outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Nowhere to put him. 276 batting average, 9 home runs for Geloff.
Yeah, this is the big pitch. Fall behind 2-0 with the bases loaded, and now you have to trust your stuff.
Jared Jones sets and comes home, swinging a foul back. Trying the 2-0 slider.
And I'll give you an idea where Jared Jones is. I mean, ability to land a slider, 2-0 with the bases loaded. And that was a nice pitch to get Geloff off of that fastball. Now Geloff's kind of back on his heels, not knowing what to expect.
Now this end of the 2-1. Swing and a foul back. Again, twirling a slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now Jones will go to the back of the mound momentarily. Shrug his shoulders. He knows he's a strike away from getting out of a bases loaded, nobody out jam. Maybe without even a ball put in play. Got to come up with one more. 2-2 on Geloff with 2 outs and the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. What a job by Jared Jones. He loads them up, then he strikes them all out. And we're through 1. No score here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City. And I see light.
Vehicle safety starts underneath.
I'm gonna go check out Food Truck Row. So, what did you guys get today?
Philly cheesesteaks.
Both of you got the same thing. Are they that good?
Oh, yeah.
Got a hot dog and some fries. Just kind of basic ballpark.
Chicken bacon sandwich.
Philly cheesesteak.
Okay.
And some
Crinkle cut fries. Okay, where are you guys from?
We're from Dallas.
Dallas. That's what's fun about baseball. It brings different regions together, not just the ball and glove and bat, but what we're eating.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
Nick Gonzalez leads off the Pirates' second. J.T. Ginn delivers, and it's fouled at the plate. Strike 1 to Nick Gonzalez. Going in tonight at 301. A couple of home runs, 31 RBIs. Then it's Endy Rodriguez and Tyler Callahan, 5, 6, and 7 hitters, facing J.T. Ginn, the right-hander.
I'm convinced if J.T. Ginn reached behind and grabbed a rosin bag and threw it up there, Nick Gonzalez would swing at it first pitch.
And probably get a base hit.
He would.
Well, there's 0-1. Swinging a fly ball center field, hanging up there for Bolte. And he'll grab it, 1 out. Should probably tell you that on Friday, June 26th, Cincinnati will be in town. It's a 6:40 game, and you can enjoy a pregame Miller Lite happy hour from the time gates open up until first pitch. That's Friday, June 26th. Get your tickets at pirates.com/tickets. This is Endy Rodriguez. Switch hitting Pirates catcher. Again, the slow wind and the pitch. And it's down low and away. Ball 1 on the slider. Don't see a lot of guys go over the head anymore.
We'll go with the slider? Or go where?
No, I mean in the windup.
The windup,
over the
yeah,
head.
And it is a slow, deliberately windup. It is over the head, slow.
And the pitch. Swinging a ball, hit foul, and again, jumping rope over there.
Yeah, Tarek Brock, and then it's like Indy's going to need a new bat. That's a second line drive. Spencer Horwitz hit one right through that first base coaching box as well earlier in the game. And I do believe I do not. That's one thing I don't like. I don't like the fact that they're forcing the coaches to be that much closer inside that box. I mean, they need to move that box down. It's just way too close. You're asking. They're literally almost as close as the pitcher is at home plate at some point now.
The back end of the box coincides with the front of the base, and so they're not very far away from a batted ball. That's down low. And most coaches are older than the players.
And none of them have gloves on. So how is it that you can be closer to home plate with no glove, and then everybody's okay with that?
Here's the 2-1 to Andy. Down and in, 3-1.
Just something I want to talk to the league about.
There you go. All right. Right after our trip here to West Sacramento, just over the Sacramento River. Let's take a little walk over the Tower Bridge, which you can see beyond right field here. The pitch. And a strike 2. Down and away. Fastball. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Andy Rodriguez.
I do like the color of the bridge, though.
Yeah, it's a striking resemblance
to somewhere back home.
Yeah. when the sun is setting like this, it looks like they're identically colored, but it's really actually a metallic gold. And there's ball 4 outside.
Tell you what, Andy Rodriguez can draw a walk with the best of them, can he? Just continues to find ways to get on base.
Close to a 400 on base percentage with the Pirates. So he's on with 1 out. Tyler Callahan, lefty batter, hitting at .348. He's getting on base half the time in his brief time with the Pirates. He's starting at third base today. Try to find a way to get him into the lineup. Pitch, way inside, ball 1.
Wow, that was that cutter that Ken uses against those left-handed batters. I mean, that thing took off. Surprised Callahan can get out of the way of that one.
So he plays at third tonight. Gonzalez moves over to short, so Triolo gets the day off. And the pitch is swung on, hit deeply down the left field line. As Soderstrom back to the warning track, leaps for it, a step shy of the wall to make the catch. And that just an easy swing from Callahan, but that ball really jumps.
Yeah, the ball stays in the air a lot here at this ballpark. It is one of those things. Talking to John Wayner earlier, we were watching batting practice, and it seemed like every ball just stays in the air a little bit longer. It makes it very, very tough to play outfield because you know that wall's approaching really quick when you start running back on balls.
Well, now 2 outs, and here is Jake Mangum facing his good buddy, J.T. Ginn. The two were teammates at Mississippi State for a year when Mangum went back for his 4th season there. Up and in, ball 1. Even though he was drafted, wanted to play out his 4 years at Mississippi State, and in the process became the all-time hits leader in the Southeastern Conference, and got to know JT. The two remain good friends to this day, and they get to face one another. 1-0, and a strike, 1-1.
Yeah, Andy Rodriguez got a little false jump there, just seeing if he can time up the pitch again. And it is such a slow delivery to the plate. Like I said, even with a slide step, I think Andy Rodriguez is going to be pretty close to still in the bag here.
He's taking a couple and getting a decent lead over there. Throw over pretty close, but he's back in there. Perfect throw gets him.
Yeah, Joe, you mentioned earlier J.T. Ginn threw over twice when Brian Reynolds was on base, so he's not afraid to throw over a couple times. With a left-handed first baseman like Kurtz, it makes it that much tougher to expand that lead if you're the base runner.
And glove on the right side, an easy swoop right at the bag. Let that ball travel. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a foul right back. 1-2. Shadows over most of the infield now, including the Pirates dugout up at first base. When the game started and in after the first inning, the starting pitcher can't go down in the tunnel and cool off or anything like that. He's sitting in the setting sun. Now he's in shade between innings.
Yeah, that helps a lot. Or a couple good teammates can block off the sun. They want to stand in front of you.
Yeah, Valdez on deck might be doing that. Here's a swing and a ground ball right to short. And Wilson thought about second, late to get over McNeil because he was cutting down that hole. So he goes on to first to get the out. Mangum is retired and the inning ends. Good internal clock. Wonder where Wilson learned that from. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Still 0-0 here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Joining us tonight, celebrating the OC bobblehead. It's time down to the start.
Byron Buxton, bad leadoff here. Already 5 leadoff home runs, 25 in his career. Swinging a blast, left center field, deep in the gap, traveling and gone. Welcome back, Byron Buxton. It is a leadoff home run, and the Twins on one swing have a quick 1-0 lead.
That was middle, 98 miles an hour, and it left 112 miles an hour, 428 feet. Buck's 19th of the year, 26 leadoff homers now for Byron.
He jumped on a fastball, and he did not miss. And the first pitch, a swing and a blast, left center field, deep in the gap, traveling and gone. Welcome back, Byron Buxton. It is a leadoff home run, and the Twins on one swing have a quick 1-0 lead.
That was middle, 98 miles an hour, and it left 112 miles an hour, 428 feet. Buck's 19th of the year, 26 leadoff homers now for Byron.
That ball barely got above the height of the batter's eye.
It was screaming.
Nothing. Here's Lawrence Butler swinging a foul right back and strike one. Bottom of the order with Bolte and then Jeff McNeil.
It'd be really nice for Jared Jones to have a nice clean inning, a nice quick one as well.
They had a strike on the lefty batter and the pitch. Strike again, that time on the inner third. 0-2. Fastball 99 to 101 tonight for Jones. Butler hitting a 186. Has not handled the heat very well this year. The pitch had a bouncing ball. I think there was a curveball that didn't reach the plate. 1-2. Butler against 95 plus, slugging at 079 this year.
Yeah, not sure why they would go with a breaking ball in that situation.
Here's a 1-2. And tried to muscle up a fastball, but missed it well inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jones takes a deep breath, ready to go. 2-2 coming. Butler hits it weakly up the first base line, stays fair. Rodriguez gloves and throws to first, gets the out, one away. 2-3 on the put out.
Just laughing at Andy Rodriguez. So much energy behind that plate. Immediately points to the dugout. He's running back to his catcher's position. You have no idea what it meant, but whatever it was, everybody else got a kick out of it. Infectious.
Yes, he's one of those guys. Every clubhouse needs a couple guys like that.
Always positive.
Yeah. Here is Henry Bolte, a right-handed batter, hitting a .318 with a home run. He swings and loops one deep down the right field line. Could be trouble. O'Hearn back into the corner. It'll be a fair ball and bound around the boards. Picks up the rebound, and Bolte already at second base, a very fast runner. And so a double here with one out in the right field corner for the A's.
Yeah, that was a tough play. Obviously, Ryan O'Hearn, not a fleet of foot, just going into that corner, also dodging the sun as well, looking into the sun, going towards that foul pole. Like a play that is going to be a really magnificent catch, but that wall gets up on top of you. As you mentioned, Joe, only 325 down that right field line. You run out of room really fast.
And the sun, is setting here. So remember, it's just a one-deck park. So there's a long period of time where that sun is in the vision, especially of the right fielder. Here's Jeff McNeil, the former Met, hitless in his last 20, and he'll take down low for ball one. Never thought I'd say that with Jeff McNeil.
Yeah, it's so true. I was thinking the same thing. So important for Jared Jones to minimize guys like Jeff McNeil getting on base. And last thing you want in that 9-hole to turn it over to Kurtz, who's sitting on deck.
Back with a strike. McNeil won the batting title in the National League in 22. This year hitting at 228, couple of home runs. 189 with runners in scoring position. Here with one out, man at second, that's Bolte. Getting a big lead over there. And they'll come home, and the pitch is swung on, looped into left field, a base hit. Bolte will be waved around third. Bobby Crosby sending him, and he's going to score easily. Boy, he runs fast. That's an RBI single for the number 9 hitter, Jeff McNeil. That breaks up his 0 for 20, and the A's lead 1-0.
Well, he handles the bat well. You know the way when you find a slump, 0 for 20, what do you want to do? Use the entire field. Got a really, really good pitch by Jared Jones. Looked like it might have been a changeup down and away at the knees, actually below on the corner. And he just went with the pitch and lined it over the left field.
First time through the order, 5 hits for the A's, 3 to the opposite field. Now Nick Kurtz bats with a man on at first and 1 out. Already with a base hit today. And a down low and away, ball 1. Usually the first time through is pretty effective for Jones. Opponents were hitting just 182 against him that first time through the order, but 5 for 9 today for the A's. Here's the pitch, and it's down low and away on the changeup where he wanted it, but maybe just off the plate. 2 balls and no strikes.
Yeah, that's just the discipline of a good hitter, Nick Kurtz. Just laying off a pitch, looking fastball, being able to lay off that low change.
No one draws more walks than Kurtz. There's a strike. 2-1, leading baseball in on-base percentage. Gets on base 44% of the time. And then has that terrific power. Had a base hit the opposite way his first time up. 2-1 on Kurtz. Jared Jones of the Pirates, ready to go with the pitch. Down low and away, 3-1. Missed with the change. No walks yet today for Jones. Facing 5 lefties in the lineup. They've got them alternating. Jones has done much better against righty batters so far this year. Kurtz waiting on a 3-1. Swing and a miss. Challenged him with a fastball, and he swung through it 3-2.
Yeah, big swing by Nick Kurtz. That's what it looks like when you get into a leverage count. You don't get cheated with your swing. Got a good pitch out over the plate. As you said, Jared Jones, 99 right down the middle, is able to sneak it by him. Probably wouldn't recommend trying to sneak it by him again right down the middle, though.
Rodriguez will set up over the outer corner. A long wait, and a 3-2. Swinging a foul back. Again threw him the fastball. Kurtz fouled it away. 1-0 A's here in the second. A's have lost 11 of their last 15 in this ballpark.
Yeah, it's going to take about 7 runs to win a ball game here tonight.
3-2 again. Swinging a looping fly ball deep left field. Valdez back, turns around. There it goes. Home run for Nick Kurtz the opposite way. And a 2-run shot puts the A's up 3-0 here in the second. Got a high and away fastball, and he sent it out of here.
That's the one thing about a big guy. They want to get extended. When you have the hitability that Nick Kurtz has, you have to tie them up with your good fastball. You cannot allow fastballs out over the plate. You have to tie them up on the inside part of the plate. The location of the pitch, Andy Rodriguez was set up. It ended up being a pitch that down at the bottom of the zone.
Oh, excuse me, that was a slider.
Yeah, the slider. And Nick Kurtz just lined it in there.
I was looking at the preceding pitch. Thank you. And that's outside ball 1 to Shea Langoliers. Kurtz is just flat out an impressive hitter. Like you said, I didn't realize that. I thought, he's a power hitter. Langoliers takes outside 2-0, but his 2 hits, I mean, the way that he's kind of inside out at both of these balls, and then they have the power to hit it out of the ballpark. That's impressive.
Yeah, he's a throwback type of player. You think about the big sluggers from the past in the 90s. That pitch is taken for a ball, but think about the Frank Thomases of the world. They were big men, but they hit for average. 320, 330 averages, but they also hit about 35 to 40 home runs with 120 RBIs.
Langoliers behind. Jones is behind 3-0 and now a strike. 3-1 here. 3 straight have reached. 6 hits for the A's through the first 10 batters Jones has faced. Now 3-1 on Langoliers, who had a base hit his first time. The pitch, swinging a high pop-up up into that Sacramento sky. Who wants it? It'll be Callahan, the third baseman, retired in foul territory. That'll get the second out. 2 men are gone, and Tyler Soderstrom will bat for the A's. On Sunday, June 28th, the Reds are in town. It's a 1:35 game, and kids 14 and younger get a free Eden Park Smiley cookie while supplies last. It's Sunday, June 28th. Get your tickets at Pirates.com. Here's the pitch. Inside ball 1. And they throw back. And they throw back to Jones. Goes toward the second baseman, but with no one on base. Doesn't matter. That is live. Doesn't matter. That is live. Remember when the Pirates had Yasmani Grandal, and occasionally he had trouble throwing the ball back to the pitcher. Hitters or runners would run on that. There's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Soderstrom. Yeah, the catcher's throw back to the pitcher. It's live. 2 outs, nobody on, 3 in for the A's, and a pitch. Good changeup, swing and a miss. 1-2, down and away.
Yeah, another really good changeup by Jared Jones. The location of his changeup has been pretty good. If he's missed down. He's been able to find that down and away below the knees. Sometimes landing it for a strike, sometimes just below the zone.
1-2 on Soderstrom in the pitch. Down low and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tried it again. First base umpire Chris Guccione holds his cap in front of his eyes. Try to see that line drive coming his way to judge it fair or foul. Here at Sutter Health Park, home of the Sacramento River Cats, the Giants AAA team. 2-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit foul toward the Pirates dugout up first, and Guccione will scoop it up with that cap. Look what I found.
Mm-hmm. Looks over at Brandon Lau saying, hey, that's how it's done.
He was ready for it. Impressed to see all the Pirates fans in the seats here today, too. 2-2 swung through and missed, struck him out with a high and away changeup. And the A's get 3 in the second. Hit by McNeil, and then the
thinks it's strike 3. Robert, you're thinking about that favorite restaurant. The count is 3-2. The Houston players are leaving the field. The count should be 3-2. The most decisive second strike ever called. He's trying to keep from laughing and smiling. Whoops.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the ultimate mystery player challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville. It's Asheville. That's all you got to say. Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet. So it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right on a cliff.
However, at IKEA.us, IKEA, dream the possibilities.
Let's take you to the third inning. It's brought to you by the Iron Workers Local Union number 3. We don't go to the office, we build it. A's 3, Pirates nothing. Ace Marilyn Valdez will lead it off for the Pirates. Right-handed batting rookie with great power. Outside ball 1. He's 2 out of 19 with the Pirates, so those 2 are some impressive home runs. Facing J.T. Ginn, the right-hander, over the head to the belt, and his pitch. High and in, 2-0.
Now, the one thing you do love about this Pirates ball club is their ability to bounce back. Answer with some type of runs. They've been able to score runs, cut deficits down relatively quickly.
2-0 on Valdez in the pitch. Sees a strike on a fastball over. And the Pirates are 6th most runs per game out of the 30 teams. So plenty capable, especially here with the wind blowing as it is in this hitter's ballpark. Put up some big numbers tonight. Here's the pitch. Valdez swings through it. Elevated the fastball. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the 22-year-old Valdez. And with O'Neill Cruz out, the Pirates in games where Cruz didn't start or hasn't played, they are 2-9. 2-2 swung through and missed. A big hole in the lineup. As Donnie Kelly said the other day, there's no replacing O'Neill Cruz. You just put in other guys that, you hope to replicate some of that. But Cruz was the only player in baseball that was on a 30-30 pace.
Yeah, it's so true. And just a dynamic player, as you and I were discussing earlier before, but you take 2 dynamic players, Connor Griffin and O'Neill Cruz, out of your starting lineup.
Spencer Horwitz sees strike 1.
And when that happens, you literally are taking a big chunk of power and speed. And so it's been a tough little struggle for the Pirates after dropping a couple of their big-name starters.
0-1 is inside to Horwitz, a ball and a strike. Flat out to deep center his first time up. So Ginn has allowed a single to Reynolds and a walk. Pirates trail the A's 3-0. Here's a 1-1, swinging a ground ball on to second. McNeil flips it on to first for the second out. And again, has been pretty good, especially against righties. Been more of a ground ball pitcher, but most of this staff they're fly ball pitchers here in Sacramento, and so doesn't bode well typically. Remember, their bullpen gave up 15 runs yesterday. That was in Las Vegas.
Yeah, I wanted to check the box score and see, was that all against pitchers, or did they sneak a position player?
They did. That's outside ball 1. I don't know how many that Cortez gave up, but he pitched an inning in 2/3. He's their DH today.
That's an inning in 2/3 too many.
1-0 on Brandon Lau. He struck out against Ginn his first time up. Ginn begins his motion and the pitch. Swinging a looping foul off to the left. 1 ball, 1 strike. Whole infield now in shadows except for the upper reaches of Nick Kurtz, tall first baseman of the A's. Donnie Kelly said, too, with the lights at minor league ballparks, sometimes the ball can get above the lights once nightfall sets in. Disappears momentarily. Here's a 1-1. Swinging a soft bouncer up the first base line. Langoliers will take it and throw wildly into right field. And there's a collision at first. Lau and Kurtz. And Kurtz is the one that falls to the ground. Of course, Brandon Lau knocked him over. That's right.
Yeah, little underdog himself. Now Kotze, the manager for the A's, is going to come up and check to see if Brandon Lau was in that running lane. But technically what took place,
as long as he's in the dirt, yeah.
The catcher fielded the ball, but then when he fielded, he kind of veered off right a little bit, and you can see Langoliers basically have to throw over the top of Brandon Lau, and that's what made that play work out for Brandon Lau. Should be an infield hit.
Yes, that's how it was ruled. And Kotze continuing to talk with Charlie Ramos, the plate umpire. For one moment, Lau stepped on the grass. He was not running in or deviating his path or running outside of the lane, which they've expanded to the entire dirt surface now. It's not just that 45-foot running lane where is legally allowed the batter runner. So A legal play for Lau. He's on with 2 away for Reynolds, who struck a single center his first time up. Volte having a hard time seeing with that evening sun. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Tying him up with an inside slider.
Yeah, it's so important when ballparks that are hitting ballparks, just get traffic out on the base paths. You're always one pitch away from putting up a crooked number. Now, especially if Brian Reynolds has been swinging a really hot bat the month of June, as usual.
Pitch. Swinging a bouncer, foul. Up first base way. Yeah, Reynolds, in his career, only 2 Pirates have a higher OPS in the month of June. Ralph Kiner and Willie Stargell.
That is a pretty good list. Really happy for Brian Reynolds' bounce back. His first half of the season has been really good and exactly what these Pirates wanted to see.
Behind 2 strikes, the pitch. Outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes on the change from Ginn. Reynolds has played the most games of any big league player, active player, without his team qualifying for the postseason. More than 1,000 career games, and so in his 8th year with the Pirates, starved for a chance to compete for baseball's title and doing everything he can to get the Bucks back into October. Pirates enter play tonight, 36-36. The pitch, and it's down low. They haven't been 500 or better on this date, except for the 2023 season in a number of years. And that was at that time, Pirates were in first place, a game over 500. 3 years ago on this date. 2-2, swinging a foul. Typically, I should probably pay attention, make sure that it did go foul. It did. It looked very foul, but
I was waiting patiently.
We saw, thank you. We saw a couple balls in batting practice today that looked like they were going to be, around third base, and they left the ballpark in fair territory. So I do need to be more patient. Here's the 2-2, high and in on Reynolds. So now working to count full after being down 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's the other part. Getting on base. Brian Reynolds working on a really good at bat, falling down behind. Now has an opportunity maybe to get on base here by a walk.
And it gets Lau into motion here with 2 outs on 3-2. Ball 4 outside. So from down 0-2 to a walk, that puts 2 on with 2 out. O'Hearn coming up, and we'll pause 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Scott Emerson will come out, and a chance to remind you that on Saturday, June 27th, the Reds will be at PNC Park, and it's a 4:05 game, the first 20,000 on that Saturday. Take home a Pirates soccer jersey. It's all presented by AHN. Get your tickets for Saturday, June 27th at Pirates.com. So first and second, 2 away. A's lead 3-0, third inning. O'Hearn to face Ginn for a second time.
Let's see if they can make this walk hurt. Ryan O'Hearn's come up with so many big hits this early part of the season.
And the pitch. Down low for ball 1. Tried that changeup. Over the last 4 years in O'Hearn's career, he's a .295 hitter with runners in scoring position. This is the Pirates' first opportunity today with a runner at second and or third. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied him up a bit with an inside changeup, 1-1.
Yeah, you don't see too many changeups in on lefties. That one was just a misfire in the right location.
Ball and a strike on O'Hearn with 2 on and 2 out. Pirates down 3 in the third. Ginn delivers. Twirls one outside, 2-1. And we have a challenge. Langoliers will challenge the ball call, and the A's will win that challenge.
Athletics have 2 challenges remaining.
That's Charlie Ramos working the plate. So that flips the count. That's the biggest swing you can have from a 2-1 to 1-2 for a hitter. And the pitch to O'Hearn. It's down low, 2-2 now.
And that's a great use of a challenge by Langolier. And that's why, like you said, he does a good job back behind that plate. Yeah, first and second, the time run at the plate. And as you said, Joe, 1-2 versus 2-1, it changes that entire at bat.
Lead runner is Lau. He's at second. Reynolds at first with 2 away. Pirates down 3-0. Third inning. Again, the right-hander offers. And it's high and away. 3-2. It keeps missing arm side. He was ahead 2 strikes on Reynolds after that little swing and bunt base hit by Lau. Working up that pitch count, too, up to 52 now after a brisk first couple of innings. Runners will be in motion on 3-2. Strike 3 call. O'Hearn a challenge.
Strike. The hitter is challenging.
So O'Hearn trying to fill up the bases here if they can be successful on the challenge. They are not. Pirates remain dead last in challenges. We go to the bottom of the third. Still 3-0 A's on the Pirates Radio Network.
Can we recognize the athleticism of the elite security down there?
Unbelievable. I give them 10 pretty good.
Yeah. Look at that.
I mean, come on, Joe Ryan.
It's all part of the experience.
This is an experience tonight.
Oh, look out. In between the legs of Jose Altuve, almost clipped his buddy in the on-deck circle.
Hey, that'll wake you up.
And Fortes is able to hang on to the foul tip.
Fortes getting a little help from the love handle there.
Pirates trail. Carlos Cortez and then Zach Geloff to follow. I don't know what to call the A's.
The A's. The A's work.
Wow. I was going to refer to them as Sacramento, and you're not allowed to say that. I don't know why. Beautiful city. And that's up high for ball 1 to Wilson.
That I will agree with. Sacramento is a beautiful city.
It's like when you're in high school and you're dating someone for a while.
You don't know what to call her?
Yeah, like, are you my girlfriend? Can I say that yet? You have to ask.
Mm-hmm, you do.
Yeah, it's outside 2-0. Maybe I'll ask Johnny Daskal if I can call him Sacramento.
Yeah, who do you ask?
Steve Sachs over there.
Didn't get to spend some time with Steve Sachs.
Wasn't he a great hitter?
Yeah, he was. Enjoyed it. We had some crossover.
2-0 pitch. There's a strike. 2-1 on Jacob Wilson. Speaking of great hitters, he had just under 400 in his minor league career, which was very brief because of that.
Yeah.
393 career average in the minors for Jacob Wilson. 2-1 to him. Swinging a deep fly ball out to left. Got underneath it. Valdez wait for gravity, and there's one out. Turned on one, but Jones gets the first out, and now Carlos Cortez will come up. And coming up, make your advanced plans to join us about a month from now, Sunday, July 12th. Country Weekend at PNC Park. The Brewers will be in town for an early 12:15 game, and afterward, a full-length post-game concert featuring multi-platinum award-winning artist Jordan Davis. That's Sunday, July 12th at PNC Park. Cortez takes a strike. You can get your tickets at pirates.com/Jordan Davis. Make sure you come on out for Country Weekend. Cortez pitched yesterday, and now he's the DH. Here's an 0-1. That's outside 1-1. That hasn't happened for a Pirates opponent since last week. When they face Shohei Ohtani. Cortez, the left-handed batter, hitting a .303 coming in. Struck out his first time. Takes inside. Now 2-1 on him. A's with 6 hits. Jones has retired 3 in a row. Here's a bouncer on 2 hops to second. Lau up with it. And on to first for the second out. Make it 4 in a row now. Going for his first 1-2-3 inning. Well, Jones really helped his cause at 3 straight A's hits in the first inning. They loaded the bases, and then Jones struck out the next 3 hitters. The A's got 3 in the second. Now with 2 outs and nobody on, here's Geloff. Remember, last time he faced the Pirates was in September at PNC Park last year. Takes inside for ball 1. And was diving for a ground ball and dislocated his shoulder. And so, having a good year this year, healthy. Here's a 1-0 and a swing and a foul right side. 1-1 on Geloff.
Yeah, healthy indeed. Coming in on an 18-game hitting streak, hitting .352 over that period of time in those 18 games.
That foul ball went back, and there's a couple with a baby. And Dad made sure to reach out and make sure that the baby didn't catch the ball. A little bouncer on a second, and Lau will toss out Geloff, and the inning ends.
I'm helping these kids be the best versions of themselves, and I'm also representing like where I came from. And then the Zilla team, I was working with a creative guy that was with Nike. I work with my best friend who manages this team with me, and we kind of just like put together like what we think would look cool. We went like Godzilla theme. You kind of get to help them grow up into a young man and help them just make the right steps forward. And that's really why I started to have impact.
Chris Sale's 10th start of the season was a beauty. He goes 7 innings, giving up just 1 run, and he is in line for his first win against the Marlins.
An outstanding outing tonight by Trey Savage. 6 innings, 2 hits, did not walk a batter, struck out 8, kept the Yankees off the scoreboard.
11 strikeouts from Kyle Harrison.
Matching a career-long outing for Kyle Harrison and a dominant 2-hit shutout for the left-hander. Wow.
Outman over. Outman with the dive. Superman. Hit-saving play by James Outman.
Ryan drops his glove on the mound and gives James Outman a standing ovation.
First pitch of the game. The pitcher hits it out. A living, breathing statue. Shohei Ohtani.
You just don't dare take your eyes off of him.
It's a walking history book. It's ridiculous what he does.
Our lives. At Giant Eagle, we're always going for better to bring you the best because it matters.
Tomorrow, the Mega Millions jackpot with an estimated annuity of $430 million. $430 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. Got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Nick Gonzalez leads off the Pirates' 4th, 3-0 A's. Gonzalez a swing and a miss, and the bat goes to the backstop, causing some oohs and ahs. Just a strike on Nick, who flat out his only time. Andy Rodriguez always very friendly. Some of the spray adhesive from the on-deck circle. Don't use that as bug spray, as I did one time. Boy, that's miserable. The bugs just stick to you. Andy on deck, and then Tyler Callahan facing JT Ginn. Pirates with a couple of singles tonight. Ginn over the head to the belt, and is 0-1. Way outside. Big slider. 1-1. A few streaks of sun in right, otherwise just mainly in center field now as the sun sets in Sacramento. Sounds like a song.
Yeah, it does, actually.
Yeah. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Uppercutting offer and a low changeup, 1-2.
One of the things the Pirates are going to have to do, Joe, is that bottom third of the lineup, they're going to have to find a way to chip away, find some base runners on base, score from that bottom third. Down 3-0 right now.
The pitch bounced up third, in between hop, backing up. Geloff and could not field it cleanly, just never stayed in his glove. And then his rear foot dislodged slightly. It'll be an error on Geloff.
Yeah, anytime a third baseman has to take a drop step back, I mean, they know that time clock you alluded to earlier, it's sped up immediately. So you try to get that back foot in the ground and so you can make a strong throw. And doing so, the ball just popped out of his glove, just in a rush.
Geloff's 6th error. Pirates have the leadoff man on for the first time tonight. Here's Andy Rodriguez. And the pitch to him, a swing and a miss. Strike one. Rodriguez worked a walk in the second. Ginn delivers. Fastball inside, and it'll be challenged by Langoliers.
Very similar pitch that Ryan O'Hearn got punched out on. Let's see where this is. Same exact pitch.
The pitch is a strike. Count 0-2. Athletics have 2 challenges remaining.
So the A's have won 2 challenges today. They retain their 2 because of it. Now, time called by Andy Rodriguez, a little bit late, as Ginn was just about to begin.
Yeah, when Ginn's able to get that pitch on the inside corner there, it just makes that cutter that he has so much more effective. So he can run that cutter back off the inside part of the plate now for a ball against these left-handers.
Ginn has had 2 strikes and quickens his delivery home and misses way inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hit that changeup. 3-0 the A's lead. Pirates batting in the 4th. Pickoff move, and Gonzalez back in standing. Now, a lot of this has to do with the lunar environment of Las Vegas, but the A's starters over the last 9 games coming in combined an ERA of 8.50. Again had a clunker his last time around against the Brewers. Here's a 1-2. Swinging a ball hit into right. There's a base hit for Andy Rodriguez. Gonzalez thinks about heading to third, but he'll pull up stakes at second. And back-to-back Bucks reach here to start the 4th inning. 1st and 2nd, nobody out.
Yeah, just on demand. On the bottom third of the lineup now, Tyler Callahan, Jake Mangum, and Ace Maryland Valdez. And this is their opportunity to put up a crooked number. Start to cut away at the deficit.
The Pirates had 3 hits in that Miami series with runners in scoring position, 3 singles in 24 at-bats. Overall this year, more opportunities, more plate appearances with runners in scoring position than any other team in baseball. Tyler Callahan takes up and in for ball 1. He flied out to left his only time. Now, the Pirates, when they get a man in scoring position with nobody out, he scores 57% of the time, which is 27th out of the 30 teams. You got to convert those. The pitch, swinging a ball yanked down the right field line, and this will go foul. 1 ball and 1 strike on Callahan. Talked to Tyler today, and I said, he showed that great power in that 2-home run game, of course, but then he also shows that he's willing to wait on pitches a little bit and, 2-strike approach with some of the finer points of hitting, not just a young hitter looking to grip and rip. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he said that he's just waiting on the ball a little bit more. That's kind of what the Pirates as a bunch try to do, but he's been trying to wait on the ball a little bit more, and that's why you're seeing him hit the ball the opposite way some, but also stay on time for the breaking stuff and the off-speed stuff. He's pulled a couple out of the ballpark and swinging a foul on that curveball away.
Has a tough job. He's battling that slider, trying to get him with a backdoor slider. JT Ginn was. Callahan just had enough of barrel right off the edge of the bat just to foul that off and spoil that pitch. Live to play another day.
Got 2 on and nobody out. Pirates down 3-0. One swing of the bat can tie it here in the 4th. Ginn delivers. Swing and a bouncer softly hit up first base. Right at the bag for Kurtz. Fields cleanly and tags the bag for the out. But it advances the runners, and that's a big part of scoring that run at second base with nobody out.
It's so important. First and second, nobody out. That's one of my number one favorite stats as a team, to see what you do in those innings. Are you able to put up that crooked number? So often you end up with 1 or maybe no runs because of the double play ball or the inability to put the ball in play when necessary. Now the Pirates have an opportunity to cut the deficit. Jake Mangum, second and third in the infield, playing back.
Bounced out his only time. The pitch is swung on, shot foul left side. Strike 1. Mangum coming into tonight his previous 20 games, hitting at .365, 9th highest batting average in that span. So he has been good. Pirates getting an error and then a base hit. Now second and third with 1 out. Infield stays back, except for at third. Geloff plays in for the speedy Mangum. The pitch in tight with the fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pirates down 3-0, 4th inning. So Callahan moves up the runners, a productive out. They need to at least get that fly ball or base hit here, get that runner in. Gonzalez at third, Andy Rodriguez at second, the trailing runner. The pitch swung on a miss at a neck-high cutter, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, that's that one area for Jake Mangum. He is a bad ball hitter. That plays into part of his game, but I really, really like him to use that bad ball hitting with 2 strikes. I mean, when the situations like this, just finding a way, and he's really discussed it at himself and chasing that pitch well above the zone. Well, this is when he is the most dangerous, and this is when pitchers usually give it up to him.
Ginn knows him very well, and so Mangum knows Ginn too. 2 on with 1 out, and the 1-2. Swinging a ball, hit foul, full swing, and the ball dribbled near the batter's box.
Jake Mangum reminds me of just like you see those professional and college softball players, the left-handed hitters, the little slap hitters. Yeah. When he gets to 2 strikes, he's literally a half a step out the box when he puts the ball in play. And you see why he can pick up so many infield hits.
Second and third for the Pirates. They trail 3-0, 4th inning, 1 out, Mangum batting. The 1-2 from Ginn. Swinging a ball, popped in the air, left center field, falling fast. It's down for a base hit. Gonzalez had to read it and see it down. He will score ahead of the throw home. Rodriguez the third. It's an RBI single for Jake Mangum. Pirates are on the board. They trail it 3-1.
Yeah, really nice job by Mangum with 2 strikes, putting the ball in play. Being able to find that outfield grass. That's why he just collects so many hits. That ball well off the plate in. He just kept his hands inside, been able to fight it off and just bloop it over Jacob Wilson's head at shortstop and right in front of the left fielder. Pick up a nice RBI to cut the deficit.
Mangum's 12th, and now a big power hitter. Esmeralyn Valdez could give the Pirates the lead. First and third here with 1 out. 3-1 A's. The pitch inside for ball 1. Valdez struck out his only time.
Yeah, I can't see the Pirates being too aggressive with Mangum at first base trying to steal with the power of Valdez.
Got a huge hole on the right side. Here's the pitch. And a half swing. He did not go. And it's 2-0 on Valdez. Big, strong right-handed batter. Where's number 55? Been a power-hitting number for some Pirates. Bell, Russell Martin. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike. Postseason Russell Martin.
Yeah, it's that right-handed cutter. Yeah, I can envision that. That right-handed cutter, 2-0. To get Valdez off of that fastball, if you will. And ran away from him. Got a little chase.
Pirates trail it 3-1 in the 4th. 2 on with 1 out. And a toss over to first. A deliberate move from Ginn. Mangum easily back.
See if Valdez changes his approach and maybe look to drive the ball in that right center gap. That'll be a good play for him, even with the two-seamer.
No, he's got plenty of power. Hit it out anywhere. Here's the pitch. And it's down low, 3-1. That sinker sunk out of the zone. Again, already at 75 pitches here. There's one out in the fourth. These bullpen, they have a 9-man pen right now, but they were used a lot. It was a carousel of pitchers in Vegas. There's the 3-1. Breaking ball strike.
Yeah, that was the sinker.
Oh, that had a lot of drop to it. Excuse me.
It did. I said the same thing. I had to look at that, but that's why that approach of going to right center field is so important. Even with 3-1 as a young hitter, this is the big leagues. They do not throw pitches right down the middle.
Full count. Let's see if Mangum runs here with one out. And the toss over. That's the second disengagement for Ginn.
Yeah, I can't see Jake Mangum running with Spencer Horwitz on deck. The way he's been swinging the bat, down with 2 runs. But you never know.
Well, now with the 2 disengagements exhausted, we'll see. Nope, he's anchored. You're right. Little tapper. Glove by Ginn. He'll go to second, get one. Relay. Called out. No, ruled out a double play. Valdez motioning to Donnie Kelly, and we'll wait for video replay to recommend whether to challenge or not. And they will not. And so it ends up being an inning-ending double play ground into by Valdez. We'll go to the bottom.
Going back in front of the wall, makes the catch and bangs into it.
Rayleigh back, he's at the track, he's at the wall, and he makes the catch.
It's hit towards third, caught by Bohm. Ball rattled a bit in his glove, but he hangs on.
Ball on the ground at third. Okamoto dives to stop it. He'll go to the plate and get the lead runner, Bohm.
Coming on, Sade Don. He's got to hurry. He slides and makes the play. Beautiful defense out in center.
Slaps one to right field, and a diving catch by Nathan Lucas.
And he hits it up the middle behind second. Caught by Rocchio. Dive, steps through. Double play. What a play by Rocchio.
Grounded to Suarez on the backhand. Fair. Positioned perfectly. And they retire Bogarts.
Back goes Lyle. Back goes Cruz on the warning track. Both there. They collide, and Cruz caught the ball.
A line drive. Diving catch by Geloff. On the ground, backhanded by Williams. Quick release. Throw to first. Dug out by Kurtz. They got him.
Flash in the leather.
Pirates get on the scoreboard. It's 3-1 A's. Jared Jones at 60 pitches. Faces the bottom of the order here in the fourth. Lawrence Butler to lead it off. Lefty batter. Here's the pitch. High and away, ball one. Jones routinely has been limited to 75 pitches. Give or take 1 or 2. Majinski's already warming. There's a base hit. No, look at that. Horwitz. Diving stop, and then he throws it away. It'll still be a base hit. I don't know how he ranged to his right to snare that ball. It looked like it was ready for right field. We tried to throw it from his seat and could not get it in the direction of first, of course. Yeah, that was a great play by Horwitz just to snare it.
It really was, but that's the one position you do not practice on throwing as an infielder at first base from the seat of your pants. I can promise you that. So Spencer Horwitz not known for really covering a ton of ground out there. Not a nice job on a backhand stab, but as you said, throwing it from your, how should we say, buttocks?
That's the way to say it.
Usually is not the...
it's almost 11 back home.
The athletic position that we like to be in.
With a pitcher running toward the bag, you got to hit him in stride. So base hit. Here's Bolte for the A's. Bouncer up third. Callahan fields on a couple of hops. Throw across low, but in time to get Bolte. Butler to second, one out, for the number 9 hitting Jeff McNeil, who broke up an 0 for 20 with an RBI single in the second. 3-1 A's lead. So the Pirates have been using a tandem duo of Jones and Mlodzinski pitching in the same games. Pirates trailing by 2 runs here, so this is where they will use Mlodzinski to follow here today. Up and in, ball 1.
That's so important for Jared Jones to find a way to pitch out of this jam. Another runner in scoring position after Pirates coming off the top part of this inning. You don't want to give up any more runs. The one that you just gained back.
1-0. Swinging a ball belted out to right and deep. This ball is headed to the wall and gone. Home run by the number 9 hitting Jeff McNeil. Very light power hitter typically. Was 0 for his last 20. Tonight he's 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs. The A's have a 5-1 lead.
And that is going to be the frustration. You chip away and get 1 run back, and then immediately the half inning goes by and you give 2 back.
To the number 9 hitter, too. I mean, that's a... You know, McNeil's been an accomplished hitter in the major leagues for many years, but in this lineup, there's some really good hitters, like the guy coming up. And you just don't want the bottom half to beat you.
You don't. And you turn the lineup over, as you said, to Nick Kurtz. And these are the top 3 hitters.
And the pitch outside, ball 1 to Kurtz, who's 2 for 2.
Jared Jones is not out of this yet. He has to work harder not to give up any more runs this inning.
No, he's hit 65 pitches. His day will end. It's all been scripted out ahead of time. Pitch swinging a foul back that he'll throw about 75 pitches. And then Mlodzinski will come in, and he'll throw about 75 pitches.
Well, this part of the lineup, those next 12 pitches are going to make a big difference.
5-1 A's. Pitch is swung on, tapped on to second. Lau up with it. And on to first for the second out. Yeah, and the... a lot of times you listen to the talk shows or just being around town talking to people and say, well, how come they don't use Mlodzinski when you got a lead or maybe in a tie game? I mean, it looks like he'll be coming in with the Pirates trailing by 4 runs. You could pitch anybody in that kind of game. And that's the risk you take by scheduling a pitcher. That's why most teams don't do that. It's outside, ball 1. To Langoliers. 1 out of 2. They're singled back in the first.
Yeah, you can definitely put an argument together that, I mean, at this point, it's going to be tough. That pitch is taken for a ball down that you think about, as you said. Do you, at this point, when you're down 4 runs, do you believe you're going to get back in the game? If it's a hitter's ballpark, and obviously the Pirates have some bats that can do it.
Here's the pitch. And a swing and a miss, 2-1. Here and yesterday, I mean, the Pirates were down a run against the Marlins, and maybe Mlodzinski not quite having enough rest yet to pitch in that game. But if he weren't always tethered to Jones, that's outside 3-1, then he would be available more often, just like all the other relievers. So the A's coming in this series, they have 9 in their bullpen, and the Pirates in essence have 7 because one of their guys is tethered to this particular starting pitcher. Immediate disadvantage. There's ball 4 inside, a 2-out walk, and we'll pause 10 for station ID on the Pirates Radio Network. And we want to thank all of our affiliates that carry Pirates baseball, including WJPA 1450 AM in Washington, PA. So 2-out man on for Soderstrom. 1 out of 2 days. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. This will probably be Jones's last batter. See if he can get through 4 innings. A's have scored 5. A couple of home runs. 2-run shot by Kurtz. 2-run home run this inning by Jeff McNeil, who also drove in a run on a single. There goes the runner. Late jump. Swing and a miss. Throw down on a hop. And right on the money. Got him. Bad jump for Langoliers. And Endy Rodriguez throws out his first runner attempting to steal this year. And so we'll go to the 5th. It's 5-1 A's here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
Diving stop at short by McGonigal. Pops up, throws, got him! Suzuki! And Sam makes the catch.
Adama scoops, spin, one-hop throw, beauty.
Riley covering some ground out left today.
PCA makes a sliding catch. It's a fair ball, and he plucked it.
Near the line, he's after it, and he's got it.
Romo gives it a run and will make the catch in front of the railing. What a play.
Tommy Troy's got it. What a catch, Tommy Troy. Up the middle, a diving stop by Clement. They got him at first. What a play.
Here comes Ruiz, and he dives, and he makes a great catch.
Cowser on the run. He makes the catch. Juan coming on, dives and makes the catch. Yes, he did. Another fine play by McCarthy in center.
He sprints in, dives forward, makes the catch.
Makes the diving stop, and that's a Gold Glover in Ty France.
On the dead run, makes the shoestring catch, tumbles over. A good play by Trout.
I'm Jonathan Nahum, and for more than 20 years, I've traced the path of baseball's rising stars, navigating the back roads of the national pastime and basking in the glow of small-town America's spirit, where the team is woven into the fabric of everyday life, where it's more than just a game. It's a celebration of the people, the traditions, and the culture that give these places their soul. This is Grassroots.
And we go to the 5th inning. It's brought to you by the IBEW Local Union number 5. The A's have claimed a 5-1 lead on a couple of home runs. Pirates have managed 4 singles off J.T. Ginn. And it'll be the top of the order. Horwitz, Lau, and Reynolds. For the Pittsburgh Brewing Company, key account of the game, stop into Applebee's all season long. $4, 22-ounce IC Light Drafts. So Horwitz 0 for 2. Facing Ginn, who starts the inning at 77 pitches. He's topped 100 once. Field now in shadows, as is the batter's eye in center. The pitch. And it's inside, ball 1. Luis Morales just caught up today for the A's. Beginning to warm in their bullpen, right-hander. Majinski continues his pregame preparation. 1-0 inside, 2 balls and no strikes. Ginn begins his motion. And here it is. Down low, 3-0. When you have a pitcher with a slow windup like that, what is it like for a hitter?
It absolutely helps. I mean, it really does with your timing. Guys that really speed up and are really fast, that tends to have hitters jumping, a little more jumpy, but this slows you down and makes you relax.
3-0, there's your strike, 3-1. And it's rhythmic, too. He doesn't really vary it, I don't think.
No, he is.
Except for when there's runners on.
He is extremely deliberate, and like we said, even with runners on, it is a slow developing slide step. Unfortunately, the Pirates down by 4 runs. Doesn't look to be running anytime soon.
3-1 is swung on, popped up, foul territory, third base side. Geloff near the A's dugout. He'll make the catch. And Horwitz fouls out to third. 1 away. Brandon Lau is coming to bat.
That was a very, very unfortunate at bat there for Spencer Horwitz. 3-1 count, and then foul out to the third baseman in a situation like that. Spencer's been swinging such a good bat. You'd like to see him have a better approach at that one.
Here's Lau, who's 1 for 2. Singled his last time up. That was a swing and bunt in front of up the first baseline. The catcher, Langoliers, takes that one inside, ball 1. Threw it as a Kurtz and Lau arrived at the first base bag together. He'll bunch up the 2 left side infielders, staggering them. The pitch, swinging a fly ball center field, negating that play. Bolte over to his right, the wind pushing it, and the catch made. 2 outs. Pirates have not gone in order in any inning tonight. 2 up and 2 down for Reynolds, who has been on base both times, a single and a walk. There's a 22-game on-base streak now.
I think the last time he cut his mustache was 22 games ago. He's been letting that thing flow a little bit.
Nice caterpillar going.
Yeah, it does. Got to ask him about that. Now I'm curious.
Here's the pitch. Swing, fly ball, right field. Didn't get all of it. Butler there makes the catch. Inning is over. Again with his first 1-2-3 inning. Last of the 5th.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
Swing and a foul tip, and he's down on strikes. And there's the changeup. That's the 69th strikeout this year for Sanchez on the changeup. By far the most in Major League Baseball. Swing and a miss. He got it with a changeup.
Or that.
Yep, 3 strikeouts.
You see that circle change grip, and look at the movement on that thing. Clement thought that was going to be a strike. By the time it got the home plate, disappeared.
Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts in a row, 9 in the game for Sanchez.
I would have no chance against Christopher because he doubles up, triples up, velocity. I mean, it's just an unbelievable changeup right there.
Cut on and missed. That's 10 strikeouts for the 11th time in Sanchez's career.
That's what we're talking about, that changeup. Jimenez looking for something hard. He didn't get it.
Check out the many ways you can save on your next trip to PNC Park with Fan Values offers. There are special discounts to select games, and you can check it out at pirates.com/fanvalues. Scheduled to pitch next is right-hander Carmen Majinski.
Yeah, Carmen will come in the game. A 4-3 record on the year at a 4.02 ERA. Obviously, most of that as a starting pitcher. It'd be his 14th appearance on the season. 62 and 2/3 innings pitched with 52 strikeouts. Opposing average at 269 for Carmen, and now he's just set up to really shut down this A's offense to see if the Pirates, their offense, can get back into this game.
Tyler Soderstrom bats, and it's outside, ball 1. So Jones goes his 75 pitches, 4 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned, a walk and 4 strikeouts. Pitch to the backstop. 2-0 on Soderstrom. And Majinski's been one of the best at limiting home runs since the All-Star break last year, second lowest home run rate. And so here with the A's already hitting 2 tonight, got to do that at least with that wind really whistling from right to left. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer on 2 hops to first, and Horwitz retreating, trying to cuff it, and it goes past him into right field.
Yeah, let's see what they do at the home ballpark, but that definitely is a play Spencer Horwitz needs to make. Again, that drop step, as soon as you take a drop step as a corner infielder, I mean, you're at, pretty much the luxury of the bounce. You're trying to figure out if it does, and that ball scoots right underneath the glove of Spencer Horwitz.
Soderstrom, that is ruled a hit, and so he's on for Jacob Wilson. 5-1 A's in the 5th inning. The pitch. Swinging a foul. Well, the A's defeated 23-9 yesterday. Doesn't seem like that fazed them much. They gave it the most runs that they had allowed in the game in 71 years. And tonight, they have not allowed an extra base hit. Pitch. Swinging a foul back. 2 strikes.
Jacob Wilson got a slider. It looked like maybe a sweeper from Carmen Majinski. The front foot slid out from under him. Ended up on the ground after that swing. See if we can get that ground ball double play.
He's one of the best at it, Majinski. A swing fly ball down the right field line, O'Hearn. And he tries for it and missed the ball. Sliding. He was not at the wall, but looked like he feared for contact. And even though he was still in fair territory at that time, slid and missed the ball, and now it'll be second and third as that ball went into the stands.
Yeah, it's two plays now that defense have really made it difficult for Carmen Majinski, and now second and third with nobody out. Another play that should have been made. Ryan O'Hearn could have stayed on his feet and made that play in fair territory. No need to slide in that situation. Now the infield will be brought in, but this has turned bad really fast, Joe.
5-1 A's. Majinski just into the ball game. Pirates have that infield up for Cortez. Swinging a bouncer to the drawn-in infielder, the shortstop Gonzalez looks the runners back and throws the first one out. So Majinski and Cortez, teammates for a year at the University of South Carolina, and Majinski wins round one.
Yeah, what a big play that was, too, Carmen Majinski. That was a tough play by Nick Gonzalez, shortstop, in between hop, a little chopper over the pitcher's mound.
And as you talked about, I mean, this hardened earth here in Sacramento, it kind of bounced up on him a little bit more than probably usually does. Here's Geloff 0 for 2. He's got an 18-game hitting streak, and it's outside ball one.
Yeah, really curious to see how they want to go at Zach Geloff with Butler on deck, who struggled, hitting below 200 right now, but the left-hand hitter can run well.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You put him on, and then you get that ground ball double play that Majinski has induced 8 times, among the most in the league.
And it's fast infield in, second and third with less than 2 outs. It's always advantage to the hitter.
And Geloff, one of the better ones in this lineup. Righty batter, the pitch, outside 2-0. But now that they've fallen behind 2-0, let's see if there's any consideration for putting him on for Butler. Infield up here with second and third and 1 out. Here's the pitch. Back with a strike. Elevated the fastball, and it's 2-1. That 18-game streak for Geloff, longest going in baseball right now, the longest of his career. 2-1. Swinging a ground ball, ramping off the mound and past the drawn-in infield. Infield's back. That's a double play. Instead, it's an RBI single, and the A's lead 6-1.
Tell you what, that was really interesting all the way around. Carmen Majinski gives up the base hit up the middle, but Jake Mangum in center field basically conceived that the runner was going to score easily. Just threw the ball into second base. Third base coach was waving the runner on the entire wave, and for some reason he held up. Jacob Wilson was just kind of rounded third and kind of shut it down. Pirates got away with one now.
Well, now I got it set up for the double play for Butler, and a swing and a foul, strike one. And Butler got a first pitch curveball. Again, very poor at hitting even mid to upper 90s velocity. Swing and bunt his first time, hit one, grounded out to the catcher his other time. Having a hard time making solid contact right now. The pitch in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike on Butler. First and third, 1 out. Majinski was brought in on schedule for this game, with the Pirates ending up down 4 runs, and now a run across here in the 5th.
So, Joe, I have a question for you. Now that the game is slipping out of the hands of the Pirates,
the pitch, we had a strike.
do you take Carmen Majinski out of this inning?
I'd let him finish the inning.
Finish the inning, and then, like I said, have an opportunity for him to throw.
That's a great point.
Games and maybe have a better opportunity to win this series.
Here's the pitch, and that's down low, 2-2 now. And maybe he's down tomorrow just because he hasn't pitched back-to-back yet, but then he certainly would be available for the final game of this series.
Yeah, I mean, well, maybe he's down. I mean, obviously.
Maybe not, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he for sure get out of this inning throwing under 30 pitches.
Yeah, just call it Call it off right there. I'm with you. 6-1 A's. Runners at the corners, still with one out. 2-2 on Butler. Swinging a foul. Now, he'd gotten hot and went through his whole pregame routine, so not bringing him into the game at all down 4 runs, even though it was scheduled. Yeah, you want him to get in. So go ahead and give him that inning, like you said. Perfect. And then he's ready for later in the series. Mark Kotsay has to think about whether he's available or not and gives another option. That's outside 3-2.
And as we said, I mean, this is literally a road trip where you have 6 hitter-friendly ballparks. I mean, you're going to use your bullpen a lot over the course of this road trip.
Coors follows this. Yeah, you better have everybody on deck. And now, as the inning goes on here, just 17 pitches, but it's 3-2 on Butler. If the pitch count does get a little higher, go ahead and get somebody up, get them out of there, and say, all right, you're back as a regular reliever. I'd like that. Here's a 3-2. Strike 3 call. A nice pitch from Majinski. The sweeper ends up over the outer edge, and they strike out Butler looking for the second out.
Yeah, nice job by Carmen Majinski. Nice punch out. First and third, exactly what he needed in that situation to get the strikeout. Don't want to take a chance of a ground ball double play with Butler's speed down the line from that left side. Punch out. Don't have to worry about that.
11 hits for the A's. They lead 6-1 here in the 5th inning, and they're swinging a foul. Strike 1 to Bolte, who doubled back in the 2nd. First and third, 2 outs. Geloff at first with 7 steals. Nothing in 1 on the right-handed batting Bolte. Majinski comes home. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes. That's the split. Using that to the right-handed batter.
Yeah, that's a shame. Carmen Majinski gets this out here, even giving up a run on 2 hits that literally should have been fielded by both Spencer Horwitz at first base and Ryan O'Hearn out in right field. But he would have done a nice job of damage control if he can get out of this inning.
Ahead 2 strikes, and the pitch up high 1-2. It makes you wonder what he could do if he was part of the regular bullpen rotation. Get out of jams guy. Let's say you get first and second, nobody out. You can bring him in, try to get a double play, get out of a jam. You can use him for so many things. There goes the runner, and it's bounced down to short. Gonzalez Fields throws to first, gets the out, inning over. So Majinski, as you said, limits further.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Austin Slater swings and misses at a slurve that hit him, and he is down on strikes. That's marginally embarrassing.
He's going to make sure the hair is in decent shape. That moved the rally cap to the other side of the head.
Oh, look out. Big fella lost his shillelagh on that pass.
We got a ferry boat upside down, the Collector Cup. Raising the bar for all of us.
Hot shot. The ball bounced off his glove, and he starts, oh my, wow.
Time for the great mascot race. Ready, set, go. And they're on. Look at them go, folks. They're neck and neck. It's a wild crowd. Down the home stretch. Here they come. Here's the play at the plate. It's Dinger. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Providers, locations, and times that work best for you. Easy online scheduling. Because at AHN, we see you.
Let's go to the 6th inning, and it's brought to you by the operating engineers of Local 66. J.T. Ginn continues. He's at 85 pitches. He had his first 1-2-3 inning last time. A's have the lead 6-1. They're out hitting the Pirates 11-4. Ryan O'Hearn 0-for-2 will lead things off. First pitch from the righty Ginn. Down and in. Ball one. Nick Gonzalez and then Endy Rodriguez to follow. Pirates try to get something going against the A's starter. No extra base hits yet. Here's his 1-0. O'Hearn with a line drive base hit into center. And so O'Hearn strikes a leadoff single here in the Pirates' sixth.
Yeah, take your little chip away so you have to get the chunks.
We'll try to pick up some offense against a starter. Perhaps tiring. Morales was up last inning.
And I tell you what, now, Joe, look at that flag out in right center field. That thing is blowing straight out to left field now.
It's been starched here this early of the sixth inning. The pitch, bunt shown by Gonzalez, and he'll take up high for ball one. Need base runners, down 5.
Yeah, third baseman playing back, take advantage of it. Nick Gonzalez sees Geloff playing way back. And it also helps Nick Gonzalez opens up that hole in between that shortstop position.
And the pitch. Inside strike. It's 1-1 on Nick Gonzalez. Got that hole open on the right side, too, with O'Hearn being held on. Second baseman McNeil playing nearer the bag.
Fast infield. Hard ground balls, fine outfield grass, too.
1-1 coming. Swinging a bouncer toward third, and a diving stop by Geloff will get a force at second base. How did he stab at that ball?
That was a nice job by Nick Gonzalez bringing it in with the bunt. And obviously, unfortunately, it did not work. But if that ball would have found its way off of that glove, you would have been able to say drawing him in really made a difference, but made a nice little snag down off his knees and be able to get the lead runner.
Gonzalez had reached on a bouncer to third that Geloff did not field the last time. So Gonzalez trades places with O'Hearn. He's there with one out for Endy Rodriguez. He has walked and singled tonight. Pirates trail 6-1 to the A's in the sixth. Inside ball one. Last time the Pirates beat the A's in California was 10 years ago. Don't play here very often.
Has it really been that long? Man, I remember
Pirates
that last trip.
Swept, yeah, in Oakland back in 24. Pitch. Ball roped into right, a base hit for Endy Rodriguez.
Wow. It's just amazing how that ball bounces off of this outfield grass.
Doesn't it remind you of the old turf?
It really does. It's like playing
on cement
in the middle of the summertime, like in Three Rivers Stadium.
Oh my!
It's just hot and humid, or better yet, not only Three Rivers but also Riverfront. That was a battle.
Cincinnati.
You can see the heat just coming off the turf at Riverfront.
The right-hander continues to loosen for the A's. Langoliers will come out to slow things down. The ultimate goal of an MLB fan, seeing it all. The MLB Journey to 30 sweepstakes presented by T-Mobile. The ultimate bucket list. You can enter for your chance to win trips to all 30 ballparks. Yes, all 30. Go to MLB.com/journey to 30 sweeps. And now we've done it. Tonight, you and I have done it, right? Because of this temporary home for the A's. I'd never been here before.
This is true.
So now we've completed our journey to 30. Tyler Callahan batting with 2 on and 1 out. Pirates down 5 in the sixth. Callahan with good power. First pitch from Ginn. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Change up down and away. Strike one.
Yeah, great location for the changeup. Tyler Callahan looking for that 3-run homer. Just out in front of that changeup just a bit.
It's an 8-foot wall from left all the way to almost straight away right, and then a 5-foot wall the rest of the way. Pitch. Swing and a high pop-up. Twilight, though. Butler, the right fielder, he's coming on. Looks like he sees it. And he'll grab it two-handed. Smart. 2 outs.
Wow. That ball was up there, and I actually thought that he may have an issue with it. Caught it on the far left side of his body with 2 hands. That'll tell you Outfielders are not comfortable when they do that. Tyler Callahan just missed that pitch, though.
So now Mangum, he brought in the Pirates run with a single back in the fourth inning. Pirates haven't had too many opportunities tonight. They are 1 for 4 with runners in scoring position. The A's are 4 for 10. A's leading 6-1. We're in the top of the 6th. A's hoping they again can get through 6 after their bullpen allowed 15 runs yesterday in Las Vegas against the Rockies. The Pirates are playing the Rockies next at Coors. Rockies entering play today with the poorest record in baseball. The pitch down low for ball 1. Mangum 1 out of 2 tonight.
I can see Jake Mangum put his back foot in the ground. See if he can sneak one down around that foul pole in right field at 325.
Here's the pitch, and it's in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, this is his spot. He mentioned coming out of spring training. I know it's been a while, but he said he wanted to hit with a little more power when opportunity presents itself. Well, this is one of those times.
What do you do? Look for a certain pitch here, 2-0?
Look for a fastball, maybe a cut fastball on the inside third, and get that barrel moving.
2 on with 2 out for the Pirates, down 6-1. The pitch had a strike. We got a cutter on the inside edge, elevated. 2-1. Runners lead for the Pirates. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, softly hit to second and lobbed onto first for the final out. Pirates get 2 hits. They leave 2. And we'll go to the bottom.
Gosh, we've gone to Sea Dogs games since we were kids.
I've been coming to see the Sea Dogs for the last 30 years. Great experience.
Everybody here is just bends over backwards to help people out and wish the world was like it is right here at the ballpark.
We've always wanted to be more than just a baseball team. We want to be strong, active, contributing members of the community. And I think that effort is seen by the people and the fans, and they want to support that effort.
Let's take a trip around baseball for a look at some of the funkiest moments from the field.
And now he slips and falls. The ball gets by him. No, it wasn't not me. No, not me.
And it hits him right in the tuchus.
Pitches that took the bat right out of their hands.
Terang didn't see it.
Man, that's tough luck.
With that wand ready to wave some magic.
It goes way over Devers' head at first.
There's a big cockroach in the dugout, apparently.
But for every time you fall, you can always get right back on the horse with a fine fielding play.
Melendez over, dives, makes the catch off his glove. There's no way. Oh, how about that?
A sensational catch
by Ryan Walshman. Torque meets railing and Torque wins. It's gone! What a play!
Brian Reynolds robs Ohtani.
It's showtime.
And that might be the play of the year for the Baldoos.
How about that?
Last half of the 6th, the A's come to bat, and Oakland. I knew I was going to do it.
Gotcha.
Sacramento has a 6-1 lead. Can't say that either. I don't know how to do it. Carmen Majinski returns, facing the number 9 hitting Jeff McNeil, who's driven in 3 runs today. Swing high fly ball into that twilight sky, right center, and it'll be Mangum. He sees it, 1 out, and we'll pause 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. So RJ, well, how much is it? Is it 100? How much I got to put in there? No, RJ DeSanto is our engineer, and they have a glass jar here that says, "Oops, I said Oakland jar."
Yes,
that's fantastic. I'm definitely contributing.
$100 bills, right, RJ? Well, $100 bills.
I have to ask KY for one of his.
Only have one.
I don't bring any. I'll have to look.
That's so good.
We'll start with one. I do have that. Swinging a foul.
That's what I love about you, Joel. You're such a good sport.
Well, I'll be putting a more in there. I'm looking at this bridge over here. That doesn't look like Oakland. Is that the Bay Bridge over there? No. Although they did model the Bay Bridge after the Tower Bridge. I did read that. There's a little placard over by the western side of the bridge. I read that this morning. There's a strike on Nick Kurtz.
Did you know?
If you will.
That's pretty impressive.
1-2 on Kurtz. 2 out of 3 tonight. 2-run home run in the second. A's have a 6-1 lead here in the sixth. Majinski came on in the fifth inning. He delivers up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A run on 6 hits for the Pirates. 6 runs on 11 hits for the A's. A's are a game out of first.
Oh boy, where was that?
And it will be challenged. So Andy Rodriguez going to try to win a challenge here for the Pirates.
It is the ball. Pittsburgh's out of challenges. It counts 3-2.
Pirates have 1 correct challenge in a week.
Well, I must say, if you're going to challenge against anybody, challenge against Nick Kurtz, because he can hurt you.
Yeah, strategically, not a bad time to do it, for sure. Here's the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, foul up first base. Still 3-2 on Kurtz. One of the top hitters in baseball. It's just his second season. The A's drafted him in the first round, a first baseman out of Wake Forest. Yeah. And immediately successful. Here's the pitch. Swinging a high fly ball.
Oh, man.
Left side. I think it's in the seats.
It's tried to
Barely.
come back. I tell you, when you say a high sky, so often people don't really understand what that means. But, I mean, there's no clouds in the sky. It's twilight. So it's blue, but it's kind of like that light blue. And I took my eyes off the ball for a second, and normally I could pick it right back up, and I lost it. So that's the one thing that outfielders and infielders, you cannot take your eye off the ball when you have a high sky this type of night. So don't be surprised you see some drop balls over the course of this series.
3-2 to Kurtz, and he walks him. And then you have the double whammy if it gets above the lights. And then you won't have that either. So Langoliers is coming up. You ever play in the upper Midwest, like North Dakota?
No.
Montana? You ever play in the Pioneer League?
No.
Winnipeg?
You do know I played for the Pirates my whole career.
Calgary?
Calgary, yes.
I don't know what it's like in Calgary. They're swinging miss, strike one. But yeah, some of those parts of the upper Midwest, the big sky country.
Yeah, Montana. I can imagine, because you were there. You got to be up there for a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah. A couple of summers.
The 3-week summer that they have?
4. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes on Langoliers. A single and a walk tonight. They back when they used to have affiliated ball, it was a 76-game season in 78 days.
That would make a lot of sense.
They squeezed it in.
You have to.
2.5 months. You're in, you're out. 2 strikes on Langoliers. And the pitch from Majinski. Outside, 1-2. Every time a Pirates pitcher strikes out an opponent in June, Coppers is donating $25 to Steel City Selects. There's some chants forming here in Sacramento. Down low, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, the Pirates are entering that dangerous territory. Obviously, so good all year long with scoring first. That's not the case today, this evening. Trailing after 6, and the Pirates are 3-24 in a year. does not look good. They have to chip away really fast.
2-2 is grounded foul. Really missing O'Neal Cruz, in my estimation.
Oh, that's so true.
The games that he didn't start this year, which were few, and then the games that he hasn't played because of injury, the Pirates are 2-9 in those games.
Yeah, and that's a big blow. As we mentioned before, you take two of their starters, him and Connor Griffin, out.
Here's a swing, fly ball, right field, routine for O'Hearn. And he finds it.
Oh, boy, you can tell these outfielders are having a heck of a time. Ryan O'Hearn almost went down to his knees to make that play, and that was a routine fly ball to right field. You're just battling the wind, the sky.
I forgot about the wind.
Yeah, I mean, it's just...
The wind is really whistling those flags. I mean, they're starting to bend a little bit out there.
He almost went down to his knees begging the ball to go in his glove.
Yeah, that's not easy. This is the fiercest the wind's been all night by a good margin.
Yeah, you can see the trees back out in right field really blowing. Flowing broccoli, Joe.
That's it.
Throwing broccoli.
Excuse me. Swing and a miss. Strike one to Soderstrom. 2 out of 3 today. Nothing flowing about this dome right here. 6-1 A's here in the 6th. Well, if that wind keeps up like that, maybe the Pirates can loft some fly balls off the A's bullpen. Ginn's likely done for the night. Swinging a foul back, 2 strikes. Ginn allowing 1 unearned run in 6 innings. 98 pitches, probably spelling the end for him. Jones went the first 4 for the Pirates. A's got their first 5 runs off him. 8 hits. 6 of the first 10 hit safely off Jones. The pitch down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's built an early lead and have kept it. Mangum driving in the run for the Pirates. 1-2 on Soderstrom. Lefty batter with good power. Here's the pitch. Belted but foul, right side. Hitting off the sidewall. You can save big on Pirates tickets. Use your Pirates PNC Bank Visa debit card. You can enjoy discounts to select Pirates home games when you purchase in advance. Not available at the box office on game days. Go to pirates.com/PNC debit card. Still 1-2 on Soderstrom. Kurtz at first, and a token toss keeps him honest. 2 outs here in the 6th. 6-1 A's. Here's the pitch. Outside missing, 2-2. A's looking for their first win in Sacramento in June. This is their first game in Sacramento in June. And we're playing in Vegas and then on the road before that. Outside 3-2. Majinski was used when the game was 5-1 A's, brought in at the beginning of the 5th inning on schedule. 3-2, that means Kurtz will be in motion here with 2 men out. Here it is. Swing, fly ball, softly hit back a third. And Callahan in fairground finds it. He'll make the catch to end the inning. 7th coming up from West Sacramento, 6-1 A's.
They say it's a game of numbers, pero el flow es completamente otra ciencia. Esto es flow mayor.
2 outs, 2 strikes on Reggie, and you've got to know he's going to get the super sinker. The set, here it comes. The sinker swung on and missed. Reggie is fuming at Dale Ford. Reggie's been ejected. Reggie Jackson has been thrown out of the game. And now Reggie comes back. They got a bucket of ice, and he's spreading it all over the AstroTurf. He can't believe it.
Taylor going back in front of the wall, makes the catch and bangs into it.
Rayleigh back, he's at the track, he's at the wall, and he makes the catch.
It's hit towards third, caught by Bohm. Ball rattled a bit in his glove, but he hangs on.
Ball on the ground at third. Okamoto dives to stop it. He'll go to the plate and get the lead runner Bohm.
Coming on, Sade Don. He's got to hurry. He slides and makes the play. Beautiful defense out in center.
Slaps one to right field, and a diving catch by
Nathan Lucas.
And he hits it up the middle behind second. Caught by Rocchio. Dive, steps through. Double play. What a play by Rocchio.
Grounded to Suarez on the backhand. Fair. Positioned perfectly. And they retire Bogarts.
Back goes Lyle. Back goes Cruz on the warning track. Both there. They collide, and Cruz caught the ball.
A line drive. Diving catch by Gela. On the ground. Backhanded by Williams. Quick release. Throw to first. Dug out by Kurtz. They got him.
Flash in the leather.
Let's go to the 7th inning. Pirates coming to bat. They need some runs. They're trailing the A's 6-1, and Justin Sterner will come on and work for the team that resides in West Sacramento.
Yeah, the right-hander come in making his 34th appearance on the season. A 2-3 record on the year with a 3.38 ERA. And 32 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts. Good four-seam fastball, cutter, and a sweeper will be his three-pitch arsenal.
And Ace Marilyn Valdez will take outside for ball 1. So again goes 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 unearned run, 2 walks and 3 strikeouts removed after 98 pitches. Sterner delivers. Strike 1-1. Well, the A's bullpen gave up 15 yesterday. If they give up just a third of that, Pirates can even up the ball game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Valdez, who's 0 for 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the 22-year-old rookie of the Pirates.
Let's get back the youngster to getting back to 2 strikes using the middle of the field.
Way up high, 2-2.
That strikeout total continues to climb. That's what you don't want to see for a guy that's come through the system who has really done a good job at drawing walks.
It's 2-2 now. Sterner delivers. Swinging a foul right back. Now, he's got plenty of power. Just more of a measured swing, I think, would have a lot of fly balls get out of here.
Yeah, that last pitch is a perfect example. Fastball right down the middle of the plate, and it's fouled straight back. That's the ball at this level you have to put into play hard.
2-2. A swung on, popped up. Foul territory. Catcher Langoliers makes the catch. So Valdez has struck out, ground into a double play, and fouled out to the catcher. 1 out. Spencer Horwitz is 0 for 3. He's coming up. And on days where the Pirates steal a base, you will steal a deal at Valvoline Instant Oil Change for $25 off your next premium oil change. It's Valvoline Instant Oil Change's way of reminding you it's good to steal if you're a pirate. Horwitz, a lefty batter against the righty Sterner, and the pitch is inside for ball 1. Lefty's hitting just 164 against Sterner. Pitch in tight. 2 balls and no strikes. Seldom walks, guys. Just what you want if you get a 5-run lead. A's do here in the 7th. Pirates need base runners. Here's his 2-0 strike on the outer edge. Pirates are out of challenges.
That's another thing about when you run out of challenges midway through the game. The umpires get a little freedom.
That's true.
They can call some pitches now to the borderline.
2-1 is fouled back. Yeah, that's something that really is remarkable to me, that seeing the ABS challenge system, they get it right so much. And when they're off, it's usually by a fraction of an inch. 2-2 on Horwitz and the pitch. Inside 3-2. Trying to get some balls into the air. Nightfall setting in Sacramento. Here's a 3-2.
Oh, good at bat.
Walk works.
Base runners matter.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get your chunks. And now you have the top part of that lineup, and Spencer Horwitz leading it off. And it doesn't matter, 1 out or not. Brandon Lau, they can change the scoreboard with 1 swing of the bat.
Lau, one of the top home run hitters in the National League, came into the 6th with 17 homers. Here's the pitch, and he'll take a strike. That sweeper ends up over the outer edge of the plate.
And that's such a good 0-0 pitch, especially when you have a power-hitting left-hander up like Brandon Lau. You just get to steal a strike early in the count.
Here's the next one. A swing and a bouncer foul. Got now 2 strikes to Brandon Lau. Pirates down 6-1, looking for their first extra base hit.
That'll be a stretch. The Pirates will get by. Not too many times you see them go this long without having an extra base hit.
Here's the pitch. And it's outside. 1-2 on Lau. Last time an A's opponent scored less than 4 runs in this ballpark was in mid-May. The Giants. Swing and a miss. Lau down on strikes. A's one of the poorer pitching teams in baseball. This is one of the most offensive environments in the game. And almost nothing really going for the Pirates tonight. Here is Reynolds. Solid single and a walk tonight. He's 1 out of 2. First pitch over the outer edge for a strike.
And those are one of those pitches. Any other time, Brian Reynolds probably would have wanted to challenge that pitch. That pitch, umpires get freed up when you don't have to worry about any more challenges for the rest of the game.
Back with another strike. Working around the edges. It's 0-2 on Reynolds. Yeah, Horwitz got a challenge right yesterday. That's it. Before that, it was Tuesday against the Dodgers when Davis got a couple right.
Yeah, so many of the challenges just appear to be, just really impulsive, caught in your emotions. You just got to be careful of doing that.
0-2, swing and a foul, and I can't imagine what that's like. You're thinking, no, there's no way that's strike 3. Of course, I mean that's human nature, but how do you fight that human nature now that we're almost halfway through the season with this new rule?
All right, and that's I think the key. You hit that right on the head. It's like now that you've had the first half of the season, well, let's get better. Understand where we're at.
0-2 to Reynolds in the dirt. 1-2.
It's always about growth opportunities, Joe.
Yeah.
Just got to find ways to grow. Right now, the Pirates need to grow some runs.
No, we were thinking about how there would probably be, on both teams, a lot of runs scored in these series, but the Pirates, as Reynolds strikes out, quieted through 7. It's still 6-1 A's here on the Pirates Radio Network.
He's aboard ahead of Corbin Carroll. Corbin last year, the first 30-30 season in D-backs history. Corbin Carroll lines it to right. And it's off the wall. Marte coming around. Corbin Carroll, he's going the distance. He's going for speed. 94 down and in right in his wheelhouse. Thought that ball had a chance to get out of here off the bat, but it hits at the base of the fence out there. And then one of our favorite things to watch, Corbin Carroll legging out a triple. High in the air to right. Carpenter back to the track. He's back to the wall. And it's gone.
Halfway home to the cycle for Corbin Carroll. It's his first of the year, and it's 5-0 Diamondbacks to the bottom of the second.
Breaking ball down and in slider, battling, trying to locate that pitch. And that's not where you want to throw it to a lefty, especially when that lefty's named Corbin Carroll. 2 big blasts.
Let's open this up. Let's take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's all
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Bottom of the 7th coming up from West Sacramento. We're at Sutter Health Park. Pirates' first ever visit here. And the A's have a 6-1 lead. Jacob Wilson will lead it off. The A's are 18-9 all time against the Pirates. First one is in there for a strike. How about Jacob's dad, Jack Wilson, being named to the Pirates Hall of Fame? He'll be inducted later this summer. Jack said it was a huge surprise. That's outside 101, and he was thrilled for the honor. And Jacob echoing the same thing.
Yeah, what a great honor, obviously. And I did get to talk to Jack, and actually just texted him a couple of days ago, too, just to tell him congratulations.
Swinging a foul, 1-2 on Jacob.
But, I mean, just to watch him from the day he entered Pittsburgh as a youngster, and just to watch the growth that he has as a major league ball player, and not only impacting the city of Pittsburgh and going on and impacted the game after that, and even the collegiate and part of Team USA as well.
Fouled back, 1-2. You could even look at the Pirates shortstop tonight, working with Nick Gonzalez in his backyard.
Yeah, for instance, he knows how to take an opportunity to give and serve the game, and like I said, what a big boost for a lot of Pirate fans, a lot of Jack Wilson fans out there in Pittsburgh still. And I'm really happy for both him and Julie. I told him to make sure to give her a hug as well, because it is definitely a team sport when it comes to the amount of support that you need to be the best version of yourself.
And now a bouncer toward third, stabbed at and gloved by Callahan. He'll flip it sidearm onto first for the first out. So Jacob Wilson, 1 for 4 tonight. And when Jack came to visit us in Phoenix a few years back, I'll never forget this. He's got his son with him, and it was a few days before the draft. Now, you were privy to this. I was not. I was hey, nice to meet you, Jacob. And that's right. Oh, the draft's coming up. Oh, that's nice. Well, I hope this kid gets drafted. Yeah. And it seems like he really wants to get chosen in the draft. Good luck to him. Yeah, he was taken 6th overall. I had no idea. He was a big-time prospect. A really nice young man. And a really heck of a ball player. A 1 out, and Carlos Cortez batting for the A's here in the 7th. Majinski, in his 3rd inning of relief, delivers a strike. It's a 6-1 A's lead.
Yeah, what a job Carmen Majinski's done in this game. And I know the box score might not read it, obviously. He's been able to just continue to pound his own, get the swing and miss necessary.
Grounded foul, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, it's not Majinski's fault he's been put in this role. I mean, pitching in a huge deficit game, his job is to get outs, and wherever he's told to be put in, he's been getting outs. When he was a starter, he was doing that, and no matter if it's a tight Pirates lead or a deficit game, he's getting outs.
Yeah, that's so important. Well. Yep. And that's what he'll tell you. Professionally, that's what he's there to do.
Bounced foul. What I say, that's above my pay grade. So, whatever game he's in, he's got to get guys out until they take the ball from him. So he's doing that. Jones went the first 4 tonight, 5 runs in his 4 innings. And then a couple of misplays to start the 5th. It was 2nd and 3rd, nobody out.
Yes.
And limited it as there's a strikeout on Cortez. He gets his old college teammate for a 2nd time now. 2 outs, nobody on in the A's 7th, 6-1. Pirates trail. So Jones's ERA is at 6.23. Majinski continues to lower his. Should dip under 4 here if he gets this next out. Geloff with an RBI hit in the 5th, and a swing and a miss, strike 1. Really the only legitimate hit that he's given up tonight.
Yeah, it really was, and it continued now, a 19-game hitting streak for Geloff. We said before, that routine ground ball, a little in between hop by Spencer Horace, got marked as a single.
Swing and a miss, 2 strikes.
And then the sliding attempt on a ball that probably should have been caught, should have been caught in the air by Ryan O'Hearn down in right field for the ground rule double for Jacob Wilson. Those are the 2 hits that really opened up that inning for the A's, for them to scratch across that 1 run.
And Geloff's ground ball up the middle, ramped off the mound with the infield drawn up. Down low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 6-1, the A's lead. Two outs, nobody on. Majinski delivers, and it's a little bit low that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the sinker at 95.
It does make you think of it as the course of the second half of the season goes on and what the Pirates really want to do offensively. Because Ryan O'Hearn, as you said, I mean, being out there in right field for an entire season, it takes some wear and tear as well.
Bouncing ball to second and goes up the arm of Lau. So Geloff will reach. He was on the left side of the infield when he tried to field that ball.
So, and that's what's so interesting to me. Like, immediately they'll give that an error, but they give the one to Spencer Horwitz a hit. I think that play up the middle, fielding the ball on the other side of second base, having to throw on the run is going to be a way tougher play for the second baseman. But it's just sometimes the scorekeeper makes it based on his judgment.
And Butler takes a strike. If he gloves that ball and then has a hard time getting the ball out of his glove and throws late on to first, that's a base hit.
Yes.
But because it rolled up his arm, it'll be ruled an error. It just looks like an error. 1 strike on Butler. The pitch. Swinging a foul. 10 for the ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Nearing midnight back home, 6-1. The A's lead here in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Butler serves one into deep left center field. Long run from Mangum, and this ball is high off the wall in center. Around third, Geloff. He'll come in to score. A double for Lawrence Butler. And the A's add on. It's 7-1 in the 7th. 2-strike hit.
Yeah, really tough pitch there, left elevated up in the zone to Butler, who's been struggling all year, but just starting to find his way. It was a fastball left really in the middle of the plate, and Butler able to get some good extension and drive that ball right off the 380 into left center field. And Geloff, obviously, with 2 outs, able to score very easily.
RBI number 18 for Butler. Ball 1. Nope, strike, and it'll be challenged by Bolte.
I think you might be right, Joe.
Here's challenging.
And so the A's have gotten all right so far today.
Well, you got that one right, too.
Athletics have 2 challenges remaining.
So the A's have gotten 3 right. Bolte 1 for 3 today. Swinging a tap foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's what's nice about these minor league parks. We're really low.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see so much. See the movement of the pitches a lot more from the pitcher.
You can also see the ball fly into the booth.
Good reminder. Swinging a bouncer on to third. Callahan waits for a friendlier hop, can't get it out of his glove, and Bolte just too fast. He beat it out. That should be a base hit. Butler to third. Boy, he's really fast.
And he really did.
What a great name for a fast guy, too. Bolte.
Yeah, another little chopper in between hop, and that one's the Tyler Callahan chose to play back on his back foot once again. And then that one had a tough time getting the ball out of his glove. Third baseman, you got to be on the attack. Attack the ball.
Come up, get it on the short hop, scoop it.
Absolutely. Sometimes you might catch it on a long hop. You might get to it before it bounces again.
Here's the number 9 hitting Jeff McNeil. Got a strike, and McNeil will challenge. He thinks it's low.
Nah.
I don't think it was.
I don't either.
Let's see if the A's finally get one wrong.
Good two-seamer. Nibbled the edge.
Call is confirmed. The Athletics have 1 challenge remaining.
So McNeil exhausts one of the 2 remaining challenges for the A's. Pirates are out.
He's working on a good night, Joe. He's figuring, I'm trying to pick up some more RBIs. 2 for 3 on the night.
And it's bounced foul. 2 strikes on McNeil, who had an RBI single in the second, a 2-run homer in the 4th. McNeil was 0 for his last 20 coming into the game tonight. Batting with first and third after the 2-out error. Run coming in, so it'll be unearned to Majinski. 13 hits for the A's tonight.
And I mean, the hits against Majinski.
Bolt runs, pitches line past first and into right for a base hit. Gonzalez deked Bolt so that he didn't go past second base. So nice play by Nick, but it's an RBI single for McNeil. He's driven in 4, and the A's lead 8-1.
It's really tough to win a game when your 9-0 hitter goes 3 for 4 with 4 RBIs. McNeil once again burns the Pirates. Continue to add on. Look at the type of hits, though, they're getting off Carl Majinski. I mean, I'm just thinking about that one's off the end of the bat, little looping line drive, just out of the range of Spencer Horowitz, who was holding the runner on.
14 hits for the A's. They're up 8-1. Here's Kurtz, the big slugger, here with 2 on and 2 out. Swinging a miss, strike 1, trying for it there. Majinski came on when the A's had a 5-1 lead in the 5th inning. And now it is 8-1 A's. He's in his 3rd inning of relief. He's at 69 pitches. He's typically scheduled to pitch 75. 0-1. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes. Pirates, unless they have a miraculous comeback, are going to go under 500 for the first time since March. Their run of being at 500 or better is their longest since the 2015 season. But on June 15th, or 16th, unless they have a big comeback, I guess it's the 16th back home. It's the 15th here. I just looked at my computer. Unless they have a big comeback, they'll be under 500 tonight. There's a swing, fly ball, left field. Carrying, Valdez, warning track, carrying at the wall. Leaps for it, and Kurtz hits it out of here. He's just that strong. 3 more for the A's, and they're beating up on the Pirates. It's 11-1 in Sacramento. Just getting boat raced here tonight. This Jones-Majinski tandem is not worked out.
And that's just another glimpse of what it can happen when you put the ball in play. With 2 strikes, Nick Hurst is just such a strong individual. Take advantage of the hitter's ballpark. He hits the ball in the air, but the location of the pitch was right down the middle. And I'm sorry, when you have a guy like Kurtz up, he won't give you the ball back.
Second home run tonight for Kurtz. It's hit foul. He's driven in 5. The A's are leading 11-1. The A's have hit 3 home runs tonight. Pirates have 6 hits, all singles. Strike. Majinski's typically very tough to homer against.
I'll tell you what, that home run, I mean, you can't even make it up. The hits that Carl Majinski has given up today, he's given up 4 hits now that were outs, literally outs. And that one was a wind-dated high fly ball that blew over the fence.
Langoliers fouls it back. Let's see if it blows back into the field of play. No one chased it.
Oh my
it was
goodness.
In the first row.
Oh my goodness.
No one chased that ball, and I kept watching it. I'm thinking it might be able to be caught.
That's what they were talking about. We were waiting to see it. That was it.
It landed in the first row of seats.
Wow.
Could not have been caught, but it was very close.
Nobody would have never. That would have been pretty embarrassing.
0-2 is chopped on the ground toward third, cut off by Callahan. Collects it, throws to first, gets Langoliers. And the A's had 5 more. It all came after 2 outs. And
all your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
From about 1905 to 1925 or so, teams actually issued cardigans as part of their team uniform. In that era, knitwear was actually having a heyday in sports. Think of ski sweaters or Argyle sweater vests on the Gulf Green. And baseball decided to jump on the bandwagon and create cardigans.
2-2 the count. Pitch to Alvarez, hit in the air to deep left field. Forget it. This one sails into the second deck behind the 358 mark.
Alvarez follows up with a bomb. Oh, my goodness. Top tank. Santa Maria.
Did the classic swing and stare and take the slow trot off the line. A look into the dugout, flexing that bicep. That was a shot. A classic Alvarez bomb.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Double play this season. To learn more and see how you can help double down on food insecurity, visit EdgarSnyder.com.
Well, the A's have an 11-1 lead as we start the 8th inning. And 15 hits for the A's. It's tied for the most the Pirates have allowed in a game this year. Jeff McNeil tying a career high with 4 RBIs. Nick Kurtz, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. 5 of the runs unearned to Majinski of little solace. There's a strike to Ryan O'Hearn. Pirates do not have an extra base hit as Mason Barnett comes on to work this 8th inning.
Yeah, Barnett, opposing average at 0.97. Not a ton of work, only 9 2/3 innings pitched.
Strike 0-2.
Do not give away at bats. You never know when that one at bat can jumpstart your entire week, entire month, or your entire season.
Now, we've seen the Pirates, maybe not from this deficit, but we've seen them have some late comebacks because of that. O'Hearn, a professional hitter. There's a swing fly ball out toward deep center field, but Bolte in front of it. Make the catch a little bit in front of that outfield wall. 1 out on a deep drive to center by O'Hearn.
Yeah, the Pirates had a couple balls that got up in the air this evening, but none to get over that wall. Spencer Horace just missed one to straightaway center, the deepest part of the ballpark, and Ryan O'Hearn just did the same thing.
1 out for Nick Gonzalez, who's 0 for 3 today. Takes one down low for ball 1. Reds won tonight, 12-0 over the Mets. Cardinals won 3-0 over the Padres. Cubs a 5-4 win over the Rockies. There's a strike. Pirates down 11-1 here against the A's. Top of the 8th, 1 out. Jones and Majinski pitching tonight. Pitch. Bounced foul up third base side. Ball 2 strikes on Nick Gonzalez. That wind really whistling. Gonzalez scored the Pirates' run. He reached on an error in the 4th, was knocked in by Mangum. 1-2, swung through and missed. Inside fastball, 2 outs. A's looking to improve on their 3rd highest ERA, 4.85 coming into tonight. Some of that has to do with that trip to Las Vegas where they gave up 23 runs yesterday. Just 1 tonight. That's why it's an average.
And that's exactly why we play every day. Got to have a short memory in this game.
No one's gotten Andy Rodriguez out tonight. There's a strike, a walk, and 2 singles. He has 14 hits this year. Swing, fly ball, add 1 to it. Deep left center field. Andy Rodriguez hit one way out of here the opposite way. Andy Rodriguez with a 2-out opposite field home run, and the Pirates get one back. It's 11-2. That was impressive.
Never give away your at-bats. It's a great opportunity as a youngster. Make sure you continue. Andy Rodriguez had a nice long stretch of dealing with some adversity throughout his young career. He values every at-bat. Nice job by Andy.
And that's bounced foul. Andy Rodriguez with his third home run. That Sheets shot.
What I liked about that, Andy Rodriguez going into the dugout, and they went to put the welder's hood on him. He put it on for a second and took it off because he understands the pulse of the game. I mean, we're down 11-2 now after that home run.
Hard to get giddy.
Yeah, I mean, it's celebrating because that's what we do, but at the end of the day, you know, let's keep it the real thing, the real thing. It just goes to show, I mean, these guys want it differently. Pirates have to regroup, but again, never give in. Continue to battle each at bat, pitch to pitch to the last out.
That's up high 1-2 on Callahan. 11-2. The A's have the lead. Homer off of Barnett. Might see him later in the series. It's just swung on, lofted high in the air. Right field. Caught by Butler. And the inning ends. Andy Rodriguez, 3 for 3 night, but the Pirates trail 11-2 here in Sacramento. Back on the Pirates Radio.
The 2-2 got a piece of it. Yes, he had a real good swing. Oh, look at this. Here go the sprinklers. The sprinklers have fired. Pedro, soaking wet, is laughing. Seems unfazed by it. Oh, goodness.
His smile is so infectious around this ball club. I have never seen this happen
This
before.
is comedy.
Pedro's just taking a little shower.
This is absolute comedy.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
In a big-time spot here in the 8th. It's the 2-2 pitch. Yelich, a high drive, deep right, down the line, fair, and gone! Yelich delivers in the clutch. And he left nothing in the tank.
My God, how far did that go? A bomb.
421 feet away.
My goodness.
Christian Yelich, a 3-run blast.
That's going to be it for Carmen Majinski tonight. Gives up 6 runs in his 3 innings. Only 1 was earned, 7 hits. And he goes his scheduled 75 pitches as well. Here comes Dennis Santana to pitch in this 11-2 A's lead in the 8th.
Yeah, and Dennis will make his 31st appearance on the year. 22 punch-outs on the season. Closing average at 248.
Hasn't pitched since Thursday. And Soderstrom takes inside for ball 1. Left-handed batter. And lefties against Santana the last 9 games. They're hitting 143, slugging at 214. Very similar to what he's done the previous 2 seasons with the Pirates against lefties. There's a swing and a miss and 1-1. So 24 and 25 combined against lefties. They hit 143 against him. Slugged 198. And then he's right back to that again. You got to feel like the slider is part of that. There's a swing and a miss. And Soderstrom behind the count on a changeup that time, 1-2. Pirates bringing Billy Cook into the game in center field. Mangum will slide over to right field, get O'Hearn off his feet for the rest of the game. See if Cook can bat the next inning. It's down low. That means the Pirates will be mounting a little bit of a comeback. Down 9. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And 1 out. Dennis Santana looking good.
You love to see that for Dennis Santana because he's such and has been such an integral part to that bullpen over the last couple seasons. Good fastball at 95 miles per hour at the top of the zone. To get some swing and miss against a very tough hitter. And Tyler Soderstrom.
Yeah, lefties aren't hitting them again. To me, I was waiting to see that slider regain its depth. And I don't know if it's been like that every time that he's been out there, but more times than not, there's a fly ball routine to right for the second out. It feels like, the previous Dennis Santana mostly is back. So I'd like to see him start to gravitate, especially with the bullpen so wobbly right now. Why not try to work him into some situations that he's more used to, protecting leads or tie games and things like that.
Yeah, and he's earned the right. At the end of the day, I mean that's his position, that in the sense of going out, getting outs, and sometimes you reach a little bump.
Yeah, and for a while there, maybe protecting him in these types of games makes a lot of sense. That's down low, ball one. But for the most part right now, there's a pretty good track record of him returning to form.
Yes. I mean, and you see that fastball at 95, 96. When you have the arm speed and the velocity of the fastball, that does allow that slider to play a little differently and get that type of bite and depth you're talking about. There's a good one right there.
That's beautiful. 1 ball, 1 strike.
85-mile-per-hour slider.
And that's how he can dispatch lefties so well as a right-handed batter. Here's a 1-1. And back with a strike, 1-2. The fastball right on the outer edge. Good command tonight. He's the best among active pitchers at stranding inherited runners, too. So if you need somebody to get you out of a jam, the fireman role, Santana's been good at that, too. 1-2 late swing and a miss. Struck him out on the slider. A nice, crisp hitting from Dennis Santana.
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game. Post-game. And everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Got a couple packs of Topps 2002. I'm going to open them up and see who I played with.
Oh, Bartolo Colon. This is actually a pretty good pack. So I got a chance to play with Bartolo in Cleveland. Really good teammate, cool dude. It was fun, man. He was always a great hitter.
Woody Williams. Probably one of the best Astro killers ever. You always enjoyed chewing the stale gum while you were looking for your heroes.
In the inner right field, Harry Walker in foul territory. And Walker doesn't know how many outs there were. Offerman will go to third. Walker gave the ball to a fan. He thought that was the third out. I'm surprised Walker remembered to show up tonight. Here's the funny part. He goes back to get it, though. That's what's funny.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. Deposit required for Loan-A-Tool. Restrictions apply.
Pirates down 11-2 to start the 9th inning. And barring a miraculous comeback, Pirates will dip under 500 for the first time since they were 2-3 following the series in March in Cincinnati. Pirates have lost 7 of 9. Mangum drove in the first Pirates run back in the 4th inning. He leads it off against Barnett, and there's a strike. Then Valdez, Horwitz, and hopefully they bat a second time this inning. 0-1 coming. Down low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tomorrow's pitching form, Mitch Keller versus Jack Perkins. Again on the air at 9:15 tomorrow night. 1-1. Strike. 1-2 on Mangum. 1 out of 3 this evening. Hayes hadn't played here this month yet after coming off of that 6-game homestand, so to speak, in Las Vegas. Swinging a foul. Caught it deep, hit it left side. The Pirates are in too deep, down 11-2. They'll be back to the hotel once Barnett gets 3 outs. Now the pitch. Swinging a ball looped to short and caught by Wilson, 1 out. He really is a batsmith, isn't he? Mangum can make contact.
He finds a way. He just puts the bat to the ball. Doesn't even have to be the barrel. Just any part of the bat. He just wants to hit it with 2 strikes and lets his other tool set kick in, which is his legs and getting down that line 90 feet.
Here's Esmeralyn Valdez, the rookie, 0 for 3 tonight in the number 9 spot. High and away, ball 1.
So important for him to also find a way to have a quality at bat. A young hitter like this, don't give away his at bats as well. Find a way to get back to that middle of the field, right center field, to see if he can jumpstart some things that look successful for him.
Swinging a pop-up back behind home plate, and it'll reach the seats.
This game is a game of give and take, and sometimes you just can't just go out there looking to take and look for that big ball because you're a power hitter. Sometimes you have to give in a little bit and work the real batsmith part of this game.
That's inside 2-1. Pirates got a visit from a Batman yesterday. Michael Keaton.
I did see that. Caught that game on TV. It's good to see his face in the stands.
Always a Pirate supporter. Always has been. Bounce foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that swing on that off-speed pitch out in front, topping over, those are the type of swings you don't want to see from Valdez. He makes him real susceptible to that outside spin.
Here's the pitch. Outside spin, but he laid off of it, 3-2. It was a slider. Full count here with 1 out. Pirates trailed the A's 11-2. 3-2 from Barnett. Ball looped out to fairly deep right field. Butler back on it just shy of the track to make the catch for the 2nd out. Valdez 0 for 4, and it's all up to Spencer Horwitz. We'll get a 5th plate appearance. A's 11, Pirates 2, and an Indy Rodriguez home run and an RBI single by Jake Mangum. Jones went the first 4, gave up 5 on 8 hits. Majinski went 3 innings. Bounce foul, strike 1, 7 hits, 6 runs, but only 1 earned. And then Dennis Santana, very crisp 8th inning. Once the game firmly in hand for the A's. A's will get back up to 500. Pirates will drop below 500 for the first time since March. It was their longest streak at 500 or better since 2015, the last year that they qualified for the postseason. And tomorrow's a new day, and they can get back to there with Keller behind them. Ball tomorrow. It's Perkins for the A's. 2 strikes on Horwitz with 2 outs in the 9th. Barnett delivers inside, 1-2. And Keller's got to right himself tomorrow. Good bounce back opportunity for him.
Yeah, too many bounce back opportunities right now for the Pirates. Consistently doing that.
Horwitz hits a line drive, base hit into left field. He might try for 2 here. Yep, it's all the way buried in that corner. And that's a nice 2-strike double for Spencer Horwitz here with 2 outs in the 9th. Never giving away that at bat.
Never give away that at bat. That's so important. You take that approach, that can play very well for you the rest of this series and the rest of the road trip. Sometimes you have to sacrifice what you want to do for what you need to do. And sometimes that can take you a long way.
So Horwitz is on. Pirates with 8 hits now. Here's Lau, 1 out of 4. Facing the righty Barnett. 11-2 A's. The pitch. Swinging a foul back. Got a high slider.
getting nervous there until Andy Rodriguez hit that home run. I didn't think the Pirates were going to have an extra base hit. Now they're starting to add on some extra base hits.
They're both off Barnett in the 8th and now 9th innings. The pitch tapped foul up first. They're now 2 strikes on Lau. Pirates go 1 for 6 with runners in scoring position.
Just couldn't get him out there enough.
Yeah. It's all A's tonight offensively, but that'll be something that they'll have to get going tomorrow. Last extra base hit with a runner in scoring position was in the Dodgers series. 0-2 on Lau on the pitch. Swinging a foul. And again, that could happen right here. Throwing into the gap right now and get that extra base hit. Trade places, get that run in. Now spoiling one, still 2 strikes. Horwitz at second with 2 away. 11-2 A's in the 9th. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball fought off, hit down the left field line. Soderstrom is there. He makes the catch. And it's all A's tonight. 11-2. They win it. And the Pirates sink beneath 500 for the first time since the end of March. Our postgame show will follow along the Pirates Radio Network presented by Iron City and IC Light.